What's going on, everybody? This is the Functional Gentleman. We're your hosts, Roy Gravis, Bucky Pender. How's your week?
It's a week.
It is that.
It's a short week, so that's good.
Yeah, I had a short week as well. Yeah.
You were off all day.
I was, but I had to play.
But not for good reasons.
I had to play nursemaid. My wife had her wisdom teeth cut out. Yeah. But being as we're talking about wives, I got a quick joke for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Why do women rub their eyes in the morning?
Do I want to know? Do we want to know the answer to this? Because
I mean, the question's out there. Question's out.
Hit me.
Because they don't have balls to scratch. I don't have sound effects. I don't have that board over here. I feel like I need it, but
yeah,
they don't have balls to scratch.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why they rub their eyes in the morning. Because, I mean, think about it. When you wake up in the morning, do you rub your eyes first? No, you scratch your nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I get it. Fun week.
Yeah.
It's been interesting. It's Ryan. I hear somebody's back in our neck of the woods finally.
Buddy. How are you?
Is what I hear. I hear he's back.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
There's a song that starts out like that, I think. I'll remember it in a second.
Yeah. Randomly here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I probably will bring out the song. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. Like I said, there's been a lot happen. I will talk about some stuff that's happened.
Can we finally talk about the thing?
We can finally talk about the thing. So for those of you who
glad to have you back.
Yes, we are glad to have you home and back. So for those of you who don't know, Bucky's known this for a little while now, but
we're going to talk about it now?
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, fuck.
I didn't know if we were going to do smoke and drink.
I mean, we can do that too. Well, I guess let's do that. We'll go back into the other stuff here in a little bit. I'm teasing. I'm segueing. I'm doing all kind of crazy shit.
Oh, I missed.
You missed. You're 1 for 2 at the free throw line, sir.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. But for everybody at home playing along, I know you're not playing along with the Smoke of the Week. Smoke of the Week is the Ohana Nui Crazy Ant, and we both have one, actually. We picked these up at the Texas Whiskey Festival in Bee Cave.
What it do, Duff?
They are made by Ohana Nui in collaboration with Jake, which is the director of the Texas Whiskey Fest out there in Bee Cave. So this is kind of Jake and Ohana Nui and 262 Allegiance, because 262 and Allegiance and Ohana Nui are kind of brother-sister companies to each other, I guess.
Yeah.
But, it's a good one. I'm excited about it.
So what about this made it so great for Texas Whiskey Fest? Because they did you say how they did this one?
Well, they aged it in still Austin bourbon barrels.
Was it still Austin?
Yes, so it's a quote-unquote Tejas y Ohana.
Tejas y Ohana.
Yes, is kind of what it is. Tejas obviously meaning Texas, E meaning and, or Y meaning and, rather, not E. Stupid ass. Sometimes I just say shit at random. I say stuff. Words are hard. Okay. But yeah, I've been excited about this one. I'm actually kind of excited about next week's, but we're going to do next week's kind of special. We're going to try to get the actual whiskey that it was finished in, I guess, or stored in, however you want to do it. Aged in. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. But like I said, this one is the Crazy Ant by, it says Tejas y Ohana, but it's actually on Ohana Nui's website. And for those of you who need to know how to spell it, it's OHANANUI. And then cigars.com, of course. But yeah, we'll tag them here in a second. I'm sure you'll
I can do that.
You'll do the damn thing, tag them up, stuff like that. I'm excited about this one. Like I said, it's aged in Still Austin bourbon barrels. You know how we feel about Still Austin. They're probably one of the best companies in Texas as far as bourbon-wise.
Oh, man.
We like the guys out there at Still Austin. The wrappers and all, let me get to that part real quick before I ramble into some stupid shit. It's a Habano wrapper with a Nicaraguan binder and filler.
Okay. I wonder how, and if he did tell me, I wonder how Ohana, a company in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Got hooked up.
Well, I don't necessarily
with Texas.
I don't necessarily know if Ohana. I don't necessarily know if Ohana Nui is out of Hawaii or not, because I can't really find a whole lot of information on
them.
them. I'm actually going to their homepage right now, so if you want to ask questions or whatever, I can find it. So the brands that their whole thing, they do 262, which I know 262 is out of Medford, Texas. That's Madison Money and the crew out there.
Right.
They do the M13, the Pulse Maduro, the Toasted Marshmallow, the left-hander.
Left-hander.
Yeah, and those are all like Ohana Nui and stuff. And then you get into the 262, which is Paradigm, which is what we did last week.
Yeah.
The Reserve, the Allegiance, we've done that one recently. The Ideology is the other one by 262s.
What's is there one with a red band? I think I have one.
Yes, that's the Pulse. That's either the M13 or the Pulse. I have the same one.
I think it's the Pulse.
The Pulse is box pressed.
Maybe not. Okay, then never mind.
So it may be just the regular M13.
Okay.
I know it's not Toasted Marshmallow, and I know it's not the left-handed one because the left-handed one literally has a silhouette of a left hand doing a politician's thumb. So, yeah, I know it's not that one.
Yeah, I know the one I have because part of our ticket was you got a free cigar, and I know the one that she handed me had a red.
Yeah, it was I want to say it was either
the M13
because I think it was the M13, but it could have been the Pulse because I think the Pulse is kind of not really box pressed, but
more like a rounded.
Yeah, kind of like rounded corners, I guess.
I mean, I haven't really held it in my hand.
You hadn't played with it and stuff like that.
Stroked it.
You hadn't stroked your shaft.
No,
okay. No.
You know, it just goes in the humidor and.
I get
you don't really
I get
pick
it
them up and play with them.
I get it all too.
They're not toys.
I kind of it depends on how you look at them. I mean
there'll be
a certain president that disagree with that fact on them not being toys. So yeah, they could be toys. But yeah,
this is pretty good.
I like it. It's very good. What are the flavor notes on the cigar? So I'm getting, and this is me. I'm getting a little. To me, it's more oak. And I'm sure that's drawing from the actual barrel.
Probably.
I do get a little bit, not a whole lot, but I get a little bit of their bourbon because I'm assuming they use the musician because isn't that the straight bourbon?
Yeah. No. Yeah. The artist and the musician. I think it's the musician.
I think it is the musician too. I think we're right. Of course, like I said, a Habano wrapper, you know what you're going to get with a Habano wrapper.
It's got a little bitter to it.
Yeah, a little bittersweet. Bittersweet.
I will agree with a little bit of that oakiness, more so than, like I normally say, cedar or that like hay, grassy. It's more, I guess, on those leans to the side of oakiness, a little bit of bitterness. Maybe a little bit of nuttiness.
I get a little bit of that, like a kind of a, and I almost hate to say it like this because it's kind of Texas cliche. I almost get like a Texas pecan kind of vibe from it. But I mean, it's good. Yeah. I enjoy it. I like it.
I like it.
It's you can get them on their website, $12 a stick. They do a bunch of sample packs with it's got some of the Ohana and some of the 262 in it. So if you're really kind of dabbling into 262 cigars out of Medford, Texas, they're good. So. Not a huge thing. I'm trying to nail down a date because I hear our good buddy from the north, Mr. Shawan Mims, is going to be in Beaumont at some point this month.
What?
That's what I hear.
No way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a nail down on it. So he and I texted back and forth while I was in the waiting room as my wife was having her wisdom teeth cut out. So yeah, that's where I've been most of the day, not having my wisdom teeth cut out because I can tell you right now, if I had my wisdom teeth cut out and could do this show, I'd be a bad son of a.
Yeah, I would be very impressed if you.
Well, I was reading her notes and I was out already because it said no smoking, like literally on her post-op surgery report.
You can get. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's no smoking and no drinking out of like a straw.
Yeah, you can't drink out of a straw. She can get dry socket. Yeah,
real easy.
Which dry socket is like inflammation. It's not an infection.
Yeah.
Because it says that in the notes too, which I always thought dry socket was like an infection type thing, but no, it's actually inflammation of the empty socket that used to house the tooth. Well, that's a lot.
Yeah. What was that website again?
OhanaNuiCigars.com.
Check them out at www.ohana. Sorry.
Nui, N-U-I, cigars, plural.com. Very good. Fantastic. Yep, crazy. And like I said, we're gonna do one next week too that's also by Ohana Nui and stuff, but we're trying to procure a certain bottle before we do that because they kind of go hand in hand with each other. There's your foreshadowing for the week for y'all to think about.
Yeah, figure that one out.
Yeah, figure it out. Figure it out.
Figure it out. Let me know.
Figure it out. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. Like I said, it's for a brand that I hadn't really dealt a whole lot in because I've never even until we met Jake, I didn't even know Ohana Nui existed. Like they were not on my radar at all. So. But I'm pleasantly surprised. $12, like I said, not bad price for a stick.
No, not at all. So, I mean, especially considering what it is.
Yeah, considering it literally tells you on their website it is aged in a still Austin bourbon barrel. That's
and it was
what
a special edition kind of thing.
Yeah, they released it at Texas Whiskey Fest. It was not even on the market until after that event. So I like it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I enjoy it too. I like it. So you want to dive into the drink of the week, or you want me to go into my bullshit?
We can dive into the drink of the week. Okay. I'm excited about the drink of the week, too.
I am, too. I see it on the table. It's the Milam and Green very small batch.
Yeah. I procured a bottle of this yesterday.
Procured. I love that word.
So, for those of you that don't know about this release, this is Milam and Green very small batch. It's a batch of hand-selected 73 total barrels.
Okay.
This is straight bourbon whiskey finished with charred French oak staves. It comes in at 108 proof.
So is it fancy-like, or is it just French-like?
It's French-like.
Okay. It's not French. It's
not
fancy
French lick.
Well, yeah, I know it's not French lick.
Not French lick and not fancy-like.
Okay. Just
so, if I'm not mistaken, and I'd have to pull up the notice, and I'm going to have to pull up the notes because now I can't think of her name. Their master distiller, this is the first batch she distilled.
Okay.
Now, the caveat to that is they're actually distilling in Kentucky.
Okay.
I believe at Bardstown. But it's their mash bill. She's distilling. So she does it all in Kentucky.
Yeah, because we've talked about it before. Milam and Green's a super small outfit.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, they're super small.
So she does all that. They age it in Kentucky for, I don't know, probably, I don't have to pull up the notes, but a couple years. And then it comes to Texas. They age it in Texas. And then it is...
Somebody's talking about you drinking Monster.
Hey, look, man. I work in the boat business.
I'm curious. So I know you're kind of a quote-unquote Monster guy. Mm-hmm. You bounce between Monster and Bang.
I mean, yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? And the only reason it made me think of this because I saw Tyler Dixon's comment.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on their new beast that they unveiled, which is basically Monster with alcohol in it?
See,
because I can tell you right now, I have an insider access on that.
Younger me wants to say that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Older, more knowledgeable and mature me says, don't mix your energy drinks with your alcohol.
Well, from what I understand, it's the same kind of concept as what Bang went through with their hard mix. Okay?
Right.
They do not have any of the energy in it.
Oh, okay.
It's basically alcohol, but I'm not going to lie, from what I've read on the cans, 6% alcohol per volume in a can that size.
Oh, it's this size?
It's their slim cans, from what I understand. I haven't really seen one up close. I've seen, like, packaging for them. But, yeah, it's dangerous. And the sad thing about it is you've got people that aren't really knowledgeable that are putting them next to the Monsters at convenience store. So I see a potential problem.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
All right. So.
Batch 1.
Master blender Heather Green harvested 75 bourbon barrels to create the inaugural batch of very small batch bourbon.
Nice.
These barrels are a combination of bourbon distilled by master distiller Marlene Holmes. Thank you. Could not think of her name. In Kentucky, using the proprietary Milam and Green mash bill. The barrel recipe for batch 1 is 20% of the precious Kentucky barrels and 80% Tennessee barrels.
Okay.
The barrels are divided into smaller batches to marry in a 1,000-gallon vatting tank before finishing.
Okay.
So their mash bill that they are distilling is 70% corn, 22% malted rye, and 8% malted barley.
Interesting.
The Tennessee mash bill is 80% corn, 10% rye, and 10% malted barley. So this batch is a reflection of the climate on whiskey from 3 different states, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Texas.
I just pulled pepper through it. I like that. That's good.
So the French oak staves, they once held tawny port wine.
Okay.
And then Milam and Green. Oh, and then Milam and Green's award-winning rye whiskey.
Okay.
They break those down and they cook in the 100-degree Texan summer, and finally house charred to a crisp on the outside only. These crispy on the outside, rye-kissed on the inside staves are tied in bundles and then steeped in very small batch bourbon for about 2 weeks in the vatting tank.
Nice.
Yeah. You ready?
I always ready. Are you using your new glass? I love those glasses. Oh,
baby.
That's a good deep pop. Sounded like Barry White almost on a pop. I'll stick with my big boy. I was just giving you shit on text about the Penelope glasses. He did his unbox. For those of you who follow him on TikTok, undrafted free agent with no E. He did his unboxing that he got from Penelope. That's why he's all swagged out and shit. And I asked him on text. I said, "Hey, I love the unboxing. Is one of those glasses for me?" And he kind of hesitated. And was like, "I can share."
I can share. They did send 2.
I was just messing with him though. Hey, I know how you are about Penelope, so
I like the glass.
I like the shape of the glass. Like,
so,
honestly.
The only complaint I have, if you don't mind letting me see that one.
Go ahead.
We've talked about it before. You're a top. I'm a bottom.
Yes.
Don't take that the wrong way.
Look what you just did.
I'm a bottom.
Daddy's on top. I like it.
Damn it.
Daddy's on top.
I regretted it as soon as I said it. There's nothing on the bottom to really.
I feel that would be good for me though, because I literally when we do it every week. When I do it, I'm literally like this,
which I'm gonna have to kind of. But what I do like about this, so just it's heavy. It feels
it's got some weight
solid.
to it.
So whenever you swirl, whenever you holding it, just feels.
Give me an empty one. I'm gonna see something real quick. Hope you don't mind.
No, do your thing.
Okay.
I had to do a little bit of research because you asked me what style of glass it was.
Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, okay, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know because I didn't know what it was called either. So this is actually called a Kinsey glass. It's obviously a variation of the different style of nosing glasses that you use to drink whiskey.
Gotcha.
It's got kind of the tulip shape where you can nose and all that good stuff.
I like it because, like I said, for me.
But I just the shape is cool. Obviously, they have their etched.
Yeah, they have their Penelope.
I'm talking about Penelope. We're supposed to be talking about Milam and Green.
I know. Look at you.
Sorry, guys.
The only thing that would be worse is if you had like Oklahoma shit on right now talking about Texas.
Talking Texas whiskey.
Yeah.
In an Oklahoma shirt, drinking out of a Penelope glass.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh my gosh.
You got issues.
That is super sweet on the nose.
I'm letting it kind of air for just a second, but I'm fixing to dive into it.
So 108 proof. Keep that in mind. So
okay.
it's not barrel strength, but it's not proofed way down.
Yeah, it's not like it's not entry proof.
I don't think it's barrel.
No, cask strength I think normally runs like 115 or higher, 112 or higher, something like that.
And it doesn't say barrel strength or anything like that, but it does say is bottled at 108, allowing the flavors to shine when sipped neat and to further open up with a drop of still water.
Okay.
This elegant bourbon style is a high-end sipper meant to be enjoyed neat or on the rocks.
It's got good coloration. Legs are good. I like the legs on it. Do we know what mash bill this is from them, by the way?
I said it.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you said it or not.
Just to reiterate the mash bill again, Milam and Green's mash bill in Kentucky is 70% corn, 22% malted rye, and 8% malted barley.
Okay.
The Tennessee portion, 80% corn, 10% rye, 10% malted barley.
Okay.
That is super. There's something there.
That's the corn, is why it's that super sweet on the nose.
Okay.
I mean, at least that's what I'm thinking with it. Because you said one mash bill was 70, the other mash bill was 80. So I mean, that's a lot of corn.
Sweetness carries over on the front end. Get a little bit of dryness from that tawny port.
Yeah. Ooh, that's interesting. It's like a vortex. And what I mean by that is because I was breathing in literally, and I felt it like the heat, like the kind of the peppery rye in it kind of swirled around in my mouth while I was breathing in. So I'm like, okay, that's different.
Yeah, the port could also impart some sweetness.
Could, yeah. I like it,
Got
though.
a great mouthfeel. Like
it does. It hugs. Not thin. It hugs good. It's not thin. It's not too heavy.
It really coats your palate.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have any of the typical bourbon flavors, at least to me.
That is very interesting.
It's really good.
I like it.
Really good.
Yeah, I can get down with it.
So there. Oh, and let me do my normal thing so everybody can see the color.
Let him do his thing.
All right. So according to the website,
yep.
Color, they called it tawny. I don't know what. I've never looked at tawny. Don't know who tawny is.
I think tawny is referring to the wine. Because didn't you say it was tawny port wine that they kind of got some of this from too?
All right, so nose. It starts sweet and delicious.
We both said that.
Followed by some nuttiness, soft vanilla, and French toast aromas.
I could get the French toast. That might have been the pepper kind of vortex that I was talking about a little bit.
So the palate, fruit-forward sweetness at the beginning.
Nope.
Quickly evolving to notes of black tea with fresh baked biscuit flavors.
That I could see. The fruit, no. I
never did. I got the fruit.
I never go fruity
on that first.
Tawny is the color of port golden brown. Well, yeah, that's right on the money. I love when he's in the chats.
Mm-hmm.
I learn so much. I learned so much.
I can definitely pick up on some of that black tea, like, note. I still get a lot of that. Like I said before reading that sweetness, that fruitiness on the very tip. Like as soon as you taste it, and then as you drink it, it's got a nice medium to long finish. It hugs, it lingers. Yeah. It's got a great mouthfeel.
It does.
My mouth feels like it's been coated in like kind of an oily or maybe a butter type thing.
Whataburger's honey butter.
There you go.
I could see that. Similar coloration. Big boy mug. Excuse me.
Can't believe you went and bought one of those.
That thing fits in my cup holder, dude, and that's what amazes me. It's the biggest cup I own, and it fits in a cup holder.
I like that one. That's a good one.
I was riding around today. I went to pick up the kids after I got Brady home and all that. It is deliciously delicious.
Deliciously delicious.
Is that what that says?
JB, okay. I take it you have had a very small batch from Milam & Gray?
I got to call JB tomorrow, too. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to break JB's heart.
Oh, you might as well do it now. You've already...
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to. And it's actually kind of the perfect segue, me saying that, because we were kind of going into something earlier and stopped. So for people of the show that are kind of close to it, I have been in the last few months exploring other employment options.
Yes.
And one of those employment options came through.
Yes.
And the fact that effective yesterday, I gave my 2 weeks notice with Jack Hilliard. I am moving to a role with Bang Energy, a.k.a. VPX, because that's who owns Bang. I'm in the process of transitioning to the field sales manager of East Houston Beaumont. So that's why I've been doing a lot of big boy moves lately. I paid off my truck. I went out and bought a Toyota Camry.
Adults making adult decisions.
Which is kind of funny watching a big guy my size get in and out of a Camry. It's quite comical.
I know it.
But it's a good-looking car.
I love it.
I like it. It gets good gas mileage. That's the main thing I was concerned with. I wanted something that got good gas mileage that I could have worked on locally. So I know people at the Toyota dealership here in town, so that won't be an issue doing that. But yeah, so my last day with Hilliard is June 15th. I'm giving myself a 3-day weekend for Father's Day weekend, so shout out to me.
Yay!
And then I start June 19th with Bang Energy VPX.
Well, let me officially say congratulations, sir. I know I've already told you, but now that I can say it on camera.
Yeah, I've been stressing this for a while. I started this process February-ish. Yeah, so to say that, and I actually saw that, I know he's sad. So unfortunately, the way the timing of it is, I will not get to make my trip to Fort Worth because I am not getting my vacation the week of 4th of July. I'm only getting Monday and Tuesday.
Breaking news.
Yes.
As am I.
Ah, look at you. I was waiting on that. Fantastic. We talked about that. Bucky's like, I can't take off. I can't take off. It's too busy. You can take off one damn day. What's the point of going to work Monday, taking off Tuesday, and going back Wednesday? Yes. So, we'll talk after the show of what we're doing.
We got to figure that part out.
Well, I know part of what we're doing, and we'll go ahead and tease this.
We can tease it again.
July 1st, probably 3 o'clock.
Give or take.
Give or take.
That'll give everybody time to kind of get settled.
We will be going live from Texas Till in Galveston, Texas, to help them release some of their new whiskeys.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. I got with Laney. It was confirmed 2 weeks ago.
I'm working on a little teaser video.
Oh, look at you. I love when you do teaser videos. I love it. So, yeah. So, thank you all for the congratulations. I've been kind of keeping it under my hat.
JB, you know you have an open invitation anytime you get an opportunity. I hope we're still doing the birthday bash thing.
I want to
kind of
so
split
bad.
all of our birthdays.
Yes, I want to try and figure out how to split everybody's birthday.
Yeah, we got to figure that out because
that'll
be a good time. But before then, yes, if you want to come, whether that's July, if you have an opportunity or whatever the case may be.
Well, we know JB's fixing to leave for Scotland in the near future. So he's going on a pilgrimage to the Scotchland, which I know is not up your alley, but it's up mine and JB's alley.
No, it is not up mine.
So the Scotch thing is, I'm highly jealous. I want to go on that trip, but at the same time, I got to transition into my new role and stuff like that. And there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. I'm not going to lie, because I've been so much on the distribution side of the business. I know
you're finally off a truck.
Yes.
Now you get to put your manager hat on.
Yes. Now I get to kind of roll around and do that type thing, but. I'm excited about it. It's
shaking babies and kissing.
Yes, with gin. I'll drink gin too. I hear gin's in our future, by the way. I hear there's a possible shipment.
I know
that may be coming.
I'm more excited about the Scotch bonnets that are hopefully in that shipment and the sauce.
But yeah.
Well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
You've gotten multiple congratulations.
I see that.
From our fans,
I'm impressed by all of you. Thank you.
We're all excited to finally get you off a truck and
because you boys getting old,
doing something. I hope you're really going to enjoy.
You boys getting old.
Yeah, right. It's a big step. I think you're going to do great.
I feel it is, and I feel it was time too. Like I was at that point in life where I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can go as far as I can go with this company. So yeah, he's delivered Bucky's hot sauce. I like it. Yeah. But speaking of Bucky's hot sauce, can we talk about Bucky's peppercorn that was on the brisket that we had Monday? That was pretty legit, dude.
I'm saving just enough for JB.
Got you. Because my man here, when I told him, I said, hey, I know we talked about doing crawfish on Sunday. What do you want to do Monday? And he's like, God, I hadn't even thought about it. I was like, I got you covered.
Yep.
So literally when he left last week, actually before he left, I gave it to Dana when she was here beforehand.
Yeah.
We cooked a brisket.
Yes, we did. A very large brisket.
Yes, a very fresh brisket.
I was very nervous about this brisket
yes,
because it was when he says fresh, straight off the cow.
Fresh off the cow.
Pretty sure we talked about that a little bit last week.
Yes,
but
fresh off the cow.
Fresh off the cow. So I was a little nervous because it's the freshest piece of meat. And, let's face it, it was a really high-quality piece of meat. It had really good marbling and fat, and the connective tissue just all throughout the meat was really it was beautiful. So, of course, I was a little nervous doing it, but
I got it in Spurger, Texas.
It was officially, like I said, on Facebook and everywhere else,
the longest
cook I've ever done. 17 total hours on the pit.
And that's from prep to pit to plate.
No. That is strictly pit time.
Oh, that's strictly pit time.
That is pit time only.
17 hours pit time.
3.5 hours rest time.
So you're looking at 20 and a half.
I think I seasoned it and stuck it back in the fridge for a little bit for probably almost 2 hours.
So you're basically looking at a day.
A full day's brisket.
Nice. It had good flavor. I love the char on it, by the way. The bark. The bark was good.
Was legit.
You did a good job, sir.
Thank you,
congratulations.
Sir. Appreciate that.
Because he told me literally when I left Sunday, he's like, I'm so damn nervous about this
I was too.
I'm like, why are you nervous? I have faith in you. I don't have faith in me.
I don't know what's going on. What the hell?
Yeah, it's a blue mist thing. I'll fill you in later.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Whoa.
Yeah. Some people should know how to wear clothes.
Yeah.
That's not one.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a very interesting outfit. Of course, then again, people need to know how to hair, and people need to know how to, I guess, be somewhat kind of kind to people when they put in their 2 weeks notice, because
so
I took a little bit of shit for giving my notice.
So let's kind of dive into this. For those that see it, the title of tonight's episode is functionally unsupervised.
Yes.
For multiple reasons.
Yes.
I was left home alone.
Yes.
For the last 2 days.
Yes.
And my buddy over here apparently had a little bit of a supervision run-in or supervisor.
It wasn't a bad run-in. It was just kind of...
I liked the dual meaning of supervision, supervisor.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I got that from. So I'm curious because you said something about this whole 2 week notice thing, and I wanted to dive into it, but I also wanted raw reaction from the things that you're going to tell us. So let's dive in. Let's hear it.
So I did a courtesy call.
Right.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Called my branch manager.
Right.
Hey, just to let you know, tomorrow morning I'm sending an email out. I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. So this guy literally was like, "You going to work for VPX?" And I was like, I didn't know how to answer. And he's like, "Before you answer it, they called me." And I was like, "Well, I hope so," because that little box that says, "May we contact your current employer?"
I checked, yes.
Yeah, I kind of told them they could because they told me I was still going to have to work with y'all in a capacity. So I did the right thing,
keep it cordial.
And stuff like that. And of course, there was a little bit of, well, just be careful. And I mean, you know how it is.
Right.
I mean, you've got it before when you tried to do some stuff, but it kind of. At first, I was a little upset about it. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I went back through my mind and chronicled all the crap I've been through with Jack Hilliard. Like, I was coming on board. VPX signs a deal with Pepsi.
You lose.
I lose bang.
Which is probably your top seller.
Yes, it was. Get pulled out of the market. No warning, no nothing. Couldn't, like, literally was told the day they pulled me out of the market and put me in Baytown, Mount Bellevue. It was, I had to meet up with my boss, and he said, "Hey, we're wanting to keep you." He met me at Bucky's in Baytown. "We're wanting to keep you. I need you to make a decision." I was like, "Well, how much time do I have?" And he said, "I need a decision before you leave this parking lot."
What?
Couldn't talk to Brandy.
Right.
Couldn't tell any of my stores here locally what was going on.
Well, that's just a little unnecessary.
It was a little bit. I mean, I kind of somewhat get it, but at the same time, I don't get the aspect of you're telling me that I can't talk to
my wife,
my spouse, who is affected by this decision.
My support group.
Yeah.
Whatever that
and
may
the fact
be.
that you're telling me I can't tell any of my stores about it.
Yeah.
Like you're wanting me just to kind of thief in the night, walk away, which I did it, being the guy that I was. I'm like, you know what? Because I even asked him, I was like, well, if I refuse, because I had been there pretty close to a year and 2 months, something like that. So I asked him, I said, hey, just out of curiosity, if I leave, how much of a severance am I getting? Dude told me I was getting a week's worth of pay. That was it. 1 week. So I was like, well, I guess I'm pretty much stuck. So, and then they put me back out in this market, but when they did, it was only doing HEBs because that's about the time that HEB's warehouse deal with VPX went away, so we started distributing. I was doing the HEB thing, making pretty good money, not too bad. Well, then it was, hey, you're running everything out here. We're going back into everything. You're the guy. So I started running by myself, which now is what we take and do with 3 routes. I was doing it with 1 route. And then they added a route, so I went to 2 routes, got a little easier. Went to 3 routes, got a little easier. Sales have been up and down. I mean, you know how sales are. I mean, 1 minute you're high, next minute you're low, all that type of stuff. You can't force people to buy product. You can't force stores to buy product, stuff like that. So it was kind of one of those things where I knew that there wasn't going to be what I wanted to be out here. Like I was initially told in the beginning that, we were going to put a depot out here, yada, yada.
They made it sound better than it.
I got told the other day that I needed to get that thought out of my head because that wasn't going to happen. So I was like, okay, fine. If that's not going to happen and I'm going to be forced to do a bunch of driving, might as well get paid to do it.
Right.
So that led me to contacting people at VPX. I had a little bit of, one of the reps that I work with
and
for VPX currently reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're fixing to do a position in your area."
VPX is the parent company of Bang.
Yes, VPX is the parent company that owns Bang. Yes. Yeah. So one of their reps reached out to me. Hey, we're fixing to need a rep in your area. I feel you'd be a pretty good fit for it. Here's the guy you need to talk to. So I emailed that guy. He turned around and sent me to another guy, so I emailed that guy. We started the process. I interviewed either right before Easter or right after Easter. No, I'm not running for mayor. Thank you very much. And I love
JB,
the fact, yes.
If you leave us functionally unsupervised in your barrel room, there's going to be issues. Like, that will not be fun.
There's going to be shenanigans.
Oh, there will be many shenanigans.
Lots of shenanigans.
There might be barrels poured into each other. Who knows?
Yeah, we may start mixing crap. You may see, like, rubber tubing going from one barrel to another one. I mean, there's no telling what you'll see.
Suck harder, Roy. We need more pressure.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's been a fun process. Like I said, it's been a long process. I started this process probably late February with the first email that I sent to VPX and literally got told Tuesday of this week.
Right.
But my boss was kind of
that's what I'm curious of. Because coming from the automotive industry and now boats, the dealership world – there is no 2 weeks notice. Yeah. It's you're leaving for a competitor, deuces.
Well,
there is no 2 weeks.
I do have to give them credit. They told me they would honor my 2 weeks. They even asked me to work an extra day of it just because of the way I did my 2 weeks notice. Yeah. But when I got to talking to them about how my Friday was going to go, I was like, no, I'm not working that extra day. Sorry. 2 weeks is 2 weeks to me. And he's like, well, what if you'd have put your notice in on Tuesday? I said, then you'd have got 2 weeks from Tuesday.
2 weeks.
2 weeks is 2 weeks. So, but
there was no talk of staying. There was no.
No, there wasn't.
You're a piece of shit.
No, there wasn't any talk of that because I found out there was an ulterior motive, and I'll talk about it because I mean, what's the worst they can do? They can't fire me.
They're gonna fire you.
Yeah. So they were contemplating going back to 2 routes in this area anyway and getting rid of a route.
Oh.
So basically, me putting in my notice when I put it in,
kind of
helped things a little bit.
Yeah.
And it kind of made it to where people wouldn't have to be
right. Nobody lost
their job. I left on my own terms.
That's good.
All that kind of stuff. So I can talk about it. Like I said, there's nothing that says
yes, very much so, Ryan. It's a good feeling when a company wants you and shows that they want you.
It does. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. They could have done it when they pulled me out of the market. They could have cut me loose on the spot.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I like I said in an email, I am extremely grateful for the time and the opportunity that Jack Hilliard gave me. Because, I mean, let's be honest. When I applied with them, I'd already interviewed with 2 other companies that had went in different directions than me. Both of those positions have opened up since. I can talk about that too. So my very first interview when I left Nestle was with Pepsi. And at the time, my uncle was still there, and I told him, look, I don't want any special treatment, blah, blah, blah. I want to interview just like everybody else. Pepsi didn't hire me because I didn't have enough beverage experience.
Even his wife.
Yeah.
Did you read the comment?
Yeah, I read it. That's why when you said even his wife, I knew it was something about stay a little longer. Yeah. But, yeah, like I said, I interviewed with Pepsi to start with. That was probably right before Thanksgiving. They went a different direction. Yeah. That position came back open. I decided not to apply for it when it came back open. I interviewed for 7-Up twice. 7-Up told me one time it was, hey, we love the way you interview. We love who you are. We just don't know if you're good in that role or not, which I'd already covered that area that they were looking for, which was the Lake Charles area. I covered that with Nestle. So I thought, okay, cool. Another position popped up with 7-Up. I applied for it. It was during COVID. They did an online interview thing. That was all I heard from it, but I also think I got blackballed by somebody within 7-Up, but that's my own conspiracy theory. Shout out to John. I know he's probably watching somewhere.
Yeah, conspiracy
theories are the coolest. And then I ended up with Hilliard. And don't get me wrong, it's been a fun 3 years. It's been a very up and down 3 years with all the BS that's come along with it.
I've heard you talk about everything, but I also know as much as you can complain, you have as many good things to say about it, about the guys that you've worked with.
I love my team that I work with. That's the thing, and I put that in the email. That's the thing I'm going to miss the most is the team that I work with.
Yeah, you've said just as many good things.
Let's be honest, the 2 drivers that are still staying in this area, I trained both of them.
Yeah.
So,
and that's a good feeling.
I feel like they're my surrogogate children.
Yeah, knowing you can walk away and your area is like there's no ill will there. There's no worry about what you're leaving behind.
No, I feel
you did your job as far as training those people to the best of your ability to get the best out of them.
Right.
And that's what I mean. You want that feeling, because I've heard the flip side of it where people have said, I ain't training that person because that's just going to be my replacement.
I did it voluntarily.
My thought on that is you should want to train that person to show that you're good enough and that person can then take over your job. You shouldn't be worried about losing your job.
So I'll tell you this. I've trained 3 drivers in my life. 1 when I was at Nestle and 2 with Hilliard. The one that I was at with Nestle, she's highly successful what she does now. She works for Frito-Lay. Super awesome girl. Love her to death. Trained her from the ground up. Spent more time than probably what most people would have spent with her. Most people, you normally train 2 to 3 weeks. I spent 5 with her.
Yeah.
So I made sure she was completely 100% good on her own whenever I turned her loose. The 2 with Hilliard, trained both of them. They're both really good at what they do.
Right.
They have their own sales styles that they've incorporated with what I trained them with. And, I mean, everybody's doing good. I mean,
And that's what you want.
Yeah. I mean, is it numbers that somebody looking at a spreadsheet's going to like?
Probably not.
No. The
bean counters are never happy.
Yeah, but is it numbers that we're very limited on call-ins, we don't run out of stuff, everybody's par levels are right, all that jazz, there's very little hot shots. That kind of stuff is what I'm proud of.
And those are the numbers
cutting light too.
We talk about, even in my industry, is it's the numbers that you don't see. We don't have a lot of comebacks. We don't have a lot of pissed off customers. Well,
that's the
thing. There's not a lot of downtime. Even whenever we're not flagging hours for technicians, those technicians aren't just sitting on their ass doing nothing.
Right.
They're finding ways to be productive, and those are numbers bean counters don't see.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a derogatory way.
No, it's what it is. It's somebody with a finance degree or an accounting degree or something like that, and they're looking at, okay, you have this number of head count, you're getting this much out of your head count. Can we get better?
Yeah.
And you can always get better, don't get me wrong.
Exactly, Ryan.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think you should always want to train. And I've said it before, I've challenged people that have come in. I want you to be better than me at my job.
Yeah.
I want to train you, and I want you to get to the point where you do think you can take my job. Like, I would love that, because that means I did a badass job, and I should be able to step up to the next level.
Exactly.
Of whatever that may be. And I think that's the only way it shows who you are as an employee, your character, and I think it's the only way you can move up.
It really is.
Because if I'm constantly pushing people out, I don't want you to learn how to do parts as well as I do, or talk to technicians as well as I do, or whatever it may be, well, then I'm just going to be stuck there forever, because nobody can do it like I can.
Right.
Or nobody can, run your route the way you can, or whatever the case may be.
Well, I want
to move up.
The thing about me is,
please take my job.
And the way I train people is the fact that I look at everything realistically. I'm not going to tell you, you're going to go out and sell 1,100 cases in a week, because I know some weeks you're not.
Yeah, I've sat in that interview too. Oh, yeah, you're going to make $100,000 every year. No, I'm not. Selling cars, I am not going to make $100,000 in
you're not.
especially certain portions of Southeast Texas. We're in Southeast Texas.
Yeah, we are.
I'm selling Toyotas.
You have to look at your area and what you're gonna do. And I'll be honest with you. You and I have had this discussion before. With what you were doing in the car business, you sold a shit ton of 4-cylinder sedans because of the refinery life.
Exactly.
I know what you did.
Especially when gas skyrocketed.
Yes.
Everybody got rid of their trucks and went to cars.
Yes. I did not. I actually did a really big boy decision and paid my truck off. It's the first vehicle I've ever paid off in my life.
How do you feel about that? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
It's a little weird because
you own it. It's still sitting in your driveway. You didn't trade it in.
No, I did not.
But you just basically continued to pay the same exact note on the vehicle you purchased.
Slightly higher. My note went up $20.
Well, you also bought a 3-year newer vehicle.
Yes, I bought a 2021 Toyota Camry with 20,000 miles on it.
So that's really cool that you paid your truck off. It's still sitting in your driveway. You didn't have to get rid of it. You still own a truck.
Yes, Bravo 2 is still sitting in the driveway.
Yes.
I changed the name of it, yes. It is now Bravo 2.
All right, I like it.
Bravo 2.
Did we come up with a name
for the
Camry?
I'm still back and forth.
I know you said whenever we were doing the crawfish, you were leaning.
I was leaning towards Charlie 1 just because, and for those of you who don't know the term Charlie 1, I'm a huge fan of the show NCIS Hawaii. I love the show. It's a fantastic show.
Right.
It's one of the NCISs that I watch religiously.
Right. And there's a bunch of those, right?
There is a bunch of them. There was, let's see, there's the original one that was DC. There was one that came off the air not too long ago. I don't remember which one it was. Was it New York? No, that was CSI. Never mind, on NCIS.
I don't know. I know there's a few different NCISs.
But they just killed off one of my favorite characters in the season finale of this season of NCIS Hawaii, which was a guy.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, which if you hadn't seen it, spoiler alert. But it's been done for like 3 weeks now, so people should have caught
that's
up.
plenty of time.
Yeah. Charlie 1 was killed off in the season finale. So
like Charlie number 1?
Yes, Charlie 1. Yes.
I'm assuming it's his call tag?
Yeah, it's his call sign, yes. So I'm either leaning toward that or the fact that when I was a kid, I was a huge Gilbert Arenas fan.
Okay.
Gilbert Arenas went by Agent Zero because he wore the number 0 for the Washington Wizards. Also wore it at Arizona. So I'm torn between the two. I don't know which way I'm going to go. But it is literally a Toyota Camry Nightshade Edition. It's got the blackout badging.
White with black trim.
I added really nice floor mats. My wife did a banger job on getting me floor mats. They're a company called they're a company called 3W.
Okay.
It's literally got it's designed specifically for a Camry. It's got the lock tabs, the whole 9 yards in it. They all fit perfectly. They're in it now. The kids love them. They're comfortable. They didn't have that rubbery smell when you opened them up. So, yeah, I mean, I've got a few other little things that I want to do. Like I want to do a little – I saw where they make a kit because, like, my rear view mirrors kind of bother me a little bit, my side views.
Okay.
Because they're half black, half white.
Okay.
So I wanted to – there's a kit they make that you can do all 4 door handles.
Top portion is black.
Top portion's white. Okay. The bottom, the arm itself is black.
I see what you're saying. I didn't look. I guess I just didn't look close enough.
So they make this kit, and I can't remember the company that makes it.
You're going to black them out?
Yeah, I'm going to black out the side mirrors and the door handles.
Okay.
To give it a little bit more black on it.
Because
the rims are two-tone.
Yeah.
Black and, I think, aluminum.
Your roof's not black, is it?
No, my roof is white.
Because I know there's a certain...
Some of the nightshades have the black roof.
There's a certain trim level that has that black roof.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. But
that's the XSE nightshade. Mine is just an SE nightshade.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I love the features of it. It's got the lane departure. It's got the blind spot, all that jazz.
Wireless Android Auto?
I have mine wired.
Okay.
So I like it better that way because it charges my phone at the same time.
Right.
So I kind of do the wired thing. But it works. I figured out the SXM satellite app for your phone works really well. The only problem is 2 people can use it at the same time.
It works really well until your wife turns hers on.
I had that happen last Friday when I was going to Crosby to load my truck. It literally kicked me off. And I called her. I was like,
hey,
what vehicle are you in? And she's like, well, I'm in your car because she's been saving
it's a gas saver.
Yeah, she's been saving miles and gas.
And it's less miles on a 4Runner that she's been driving for a little while. That's never a bad thing.
Yes. So, yeah.
I'm in your car. Why?
Yeah. I was like, well, you just kicked me off the satellite thing. And she's like, I can get off of it. It's not a big deal. I'm fixing to go back to work. And I'm like, no, I'm literally fixing to pull up at the warehouse in Crosby. So, no, it's fine. You can stay on it. What are we collaborating with?
I don't know. JB.
The essence of true collaboration is believing that me plus you is better than just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of going back to that whole training thing.
I mean,
that's always a plus. And, of course, he said, let's collaborate. Because, I mean, I think me, you, and JB would be a pretty dynamic trio.
I like it.
Stick us all in a barrel room together. And
you add Ryan to that mix. That's kind of the Fab Four. It's like the Beatles almost.
Yeah, we're going to come up with some.
I like it.
That would be a really good time.
I like it. That would be a good time. I really much like it. But yeah, I mean that's just my whole thing in a nutshell with the whole changing jobs. I mean you're gonna have people that are gonna be like, oh, why are you doing this? Da da da.
I mean, if you truly feel like
I told him real quick, I said, hey,
in your best interest,
and I kind of went a little above and beyond. I told my boss, I'm like, look, they made me an offer I literally could not refuse.
For sure.
I said, they're paying me more money than what I'm making now, and they're wanting to get me off of a truck.
And that was kind of what I was leaning toward earlier, and I don't want to just flat out ask. That's kind of what I was leaning at, because I had an opportunity to leave my current position for another dealership.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, a tactic to keep an employee is to just offer them more money.
Offer them more money, yes.
So Jack Hilliard never even...
No.
Because they were already, like you said, I think the fact that they were already planning on eliminating a route just made it that much easier.
I think it did. I think it helped everybody across the board, honestly. I mean, it made it to where the two people that I train, because, I mean, not to dive a whole lot in their personal lives, but one of them is a single mom with 2 girls. So...
that would have sucked.
I mean, that would have been bad. That would have been bad if hers. The other one hadn't even been with us a year yet. His year will be in November, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me doing what for everything working out the way it did, I'm pleasantly happy with it. Because, I mean, like I said, I get to leave on my own terms.
Right.
I don't have to worry about, and who knows, maybe I'd have been the one that been axed. I mean, I don't know that.
I mean, this might have been a blessing in disguise.
Might have, but that's all the time we're going to give for that. So what else you got on your plenty notes and stuff? Oh, I'm glad you're looking through pictures. That made me think of something. I got to call your Astros out for being shitty.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I took a screenshot.
Next!
I know. I took a screenshot of something. And
Next!
it kind of, and I'll reference it because I just thought it was kind of funny. So on...
That's going to be a hard no.
No, I will have to dress business casual. I can't wear shorts no more. So I did get told that I will have to go business casual. They do have a casual Friday policy according to their according to their handbook,
which is probably more like jeans and a polo or something. Well,
basically, it kind of is misleading because it says jeans and or branded merchandise. So I have a couple of Bang T-shirts. I don't think they want me to wear jeans and T-shirts to work, but I mean that's a question we'll have to talk about.
Yeah.
But back to your, I know I see what you did. You tried to sidestep my Astros.
Yeah. Moving right along.
So the Astros posted, I guess it's on their Instagram, I guess.
Okay.
It says at Astros. It says 10 runs in front of tens of fans, talking about how they 10-run the A's or whatever. Chris Rose, and I normally don't like Chris Rose, but I got to give Chris Rose a shout-out, okay? Chris Rose said, not a fan of this. It's via the team-run account. Have a little class for a fan base that's hurting. Because let's be honest, you've talked about this. It wasn't that long ago that Houston was losing 100 games a year.
Yeah.
So I agree. I see both sides of it. I see Astros kind of poking a little fun at a division rival. I get it.
Yeah.
But I also see Chris Rose's side of it where you wasn't there that long ago. You hadn't been that much above the line to be able to poke fun at somebody else, in my humble opinion.
But you have to take it as a whole with these social media accounts because
there's
social
multiple
media
people
accounts,
that are involved in it. I get it.
But over the last few years, the social media teams and accounts for teams across all leagues have really started pushing the boundary on what's being posted, what's being said. They've gotten a lot more pointed and poking the bear.
Yep.
Maybe it was a little bit over the line because, let's face it, we talked about it. They're averaging like 5,000 fans a game.
The only reason I think it's a little over the line is because we're literally talking about the defending World Series champs. And I feel as the quote-unquote cream of the crop right now because you're the defending champs until you get knocked out of the playoffs or some shit, you should show a little bit more je ne sais quoi, I guess, to drop a little French term going back to your French stave.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Speaking of classless,
God dang.
Can we talk about how my man Shannon Sharp is leaving?
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know, dude. I think Skip Bayless had something to do with it. Skip
7 years at
Skip
Fox.
Bayless is a dick. I don't like Skip Bayless at all.
Okay, here's my...
To me, Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith are on the same level. I don't like either one of them.
But here's my question. Is it a gimmick, or do you really think it pissed Shannon Sharp off that much dealing with him for 7 years?
There's times, I know you've watched it, there's times that Skip Bayless kind of went at Shannon Sharp like
because sometimes
heavily.
I'm wondering if that's kind of I know they don't. It's more or less unscripted, like they know the topics,
right?
But the arguments are unscripted, from what I understand,
right?
But is that the shtick for the show? Like, do they go in knowing, I'm gonna piss you off. Like, because we could talk, we could do it. Me and you could do it. We could talk about it post show. Hey, next week we're gonna have a debate show. Astros, Tex, Rangers, whatever, however we want to do it, and we could know going in. Don't take anything to heart.
Yeah.
And we could legitimately make a show look like we're pissed off at each other.
Oh, for sure.
But I guess after 7 years of doing that, like if me and you did it for the last 2 years, every single Friday, or like they do every day, I could see that. Like, I feel like you could probably break up a friendship here.
Well, I mean, we go back to it all the time.
Brotherhood.
Mental health's a real thing.
Right.
Nobody knows what's going on in Shannon Sharp's head. Nobody knows what's going on in Skip Bayless's head.
And there's some times that Skip has crossed the line.
A lot.
The DeMar Hamlin thing crossed the line. There's a few other examples that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I know there's been times where he's really probably really pissed Shannon Sharp off.
I'm sure it has, because I mean, like in Shannon's mind, especially when Skip has these NFL comments that he has, Shannon's been in the trenches. Shannon knows what the day-to-day ins and outs of the NFL are. Skip Bayless is more or less a talking head who's probably never strapped on a pair of shoulder pads and a helmet in his life. Like, even going back to his high school days, probably never touched a pair of shoulder pads. I mean, let's look at Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Do you think Skip Bayless is going to go out and play strong safety for a local high school? Probably not.
He probably, play tennis.
Which, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with tennis.
No, not at all. I'm just saying
there's nothing wrong with playing tennis.
I don't see Skip as a contact sport, whether that's basketball, football.
Exactly.
Shit, even baseball.
Yeah.
I see him more of as maybe a golfer, tennis player,
swimmer,
track and field.
Yeah, swimmer, something along those lines. I mean, let's be honest.
I doubt that dude's ever been in
the only contact you're getting at swimming is waves. That's it. Yeah. Waves, exactly. I mean, that's why
But 7 years is a long time.
It is a long time, and I've never been a fan of Skip Bayless when he was on ESPN.
Okay, but would you rather, since you mentioned him, would you rather Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith?
Stephen A. Smith, only because I feel that his shit is more for shock and awe.
Yeah.
I feel Skip Bayless really...
And the reason I bring it up, because Stephen A. Smith on his Twitter account made a pitch for Shannon to join First Take.
Yes.
Which is Stephen A. Smith's show in the morning. Are you just running into the same thing? Because they're the same style show. They're a debate.
They're the same style,
They're a sports debate show.
But I feel that Stephen A's had enough slaps on the wrist that Stephen A kind of knows how to control it a little bit better than Skip Bayless. I think Skip Bayless is just like, well, I'm at FS1. I'm the biggest name here. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
I think Skip Bayless's ego is a lot of what gets Skip Bayless. And I may be completely wrong. Just my opinion. My opinions do not reflect the opinions of the funky gentlemen. They're my opinions.
But at the same time, even if Fox wanted to move on from Skip Bayless because of how much he's pushed, I don't think Skip Bayless is going away anytime soon.
I don't think so neither. He'll end up somewhere. I mean, because everybody thought, you and I talked about this before, Colin Cowherd. Everybody thought when Cowherd left ESPN, it was going to be the end of Cowherd, and yet he's thrived.
He reemerged on Fox.
Yes.
That was another thing that got brought up. Do you put Cowherd across from Skip Bayless?
Ooh.
Because those two would never stop.
No, they wouldn't.
They would literally have to pass out from talking over each other for that show to end.
Yes.
Because they're both hard-headed. They both will argue their point, whether they're right or wrong.
Yes.
And they will just keep going. That show
that intrigues me, though. That idea intrigues me a lot. I feel it would be ratings heavy. Just because it's kind of like going to a hockey game, okay? Most people go to hockey games to watch a fight.
Right.
I feel that's what you'd be doing when you turn into Skip Bayless
just be waiting.
and Colin Cowherd across from each other.
Say it.
You're literally like popcorn.
Exactly.
I mean, like I said, I've never been a huge fan of Skip Bayless. I like Shannon Sharp. I met Shannon Sharp many, many, many years ago at the Alex Durley football camp in Beaumont.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, his brother Sterling was there. Sterling, by the way, complete dickhead. Shannon, a little more humble.
Don't do angry.
Just landed back in Texas. Fantastic.
Hey, Clint, welcome back to Texas, you mother trucker.
We enjoy friendly shows. Yes, we do. Yeah. And we like it, too, because I
was just curious of how much of that show is a shtick, is a part of the script.
Well, it's like it goes back to my whole argument, and I know we're comparing apples to oranges. How much of the real world is actually
scripted versus real?
Yeah. how much of it's actually scripted versus unscripted.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me some of the shit these people have done over the years that would land you and I in jail, and they walk away scot-free. Like, we would be under the jail. Like, God's honest truth. Under the jail. And those guys just walking around.
Yeah.
But some of them have turned it into amazing careers. Prime example, one of them wrestles. The Miz wrestles.
Yeah. This is
literally.
True.
And started out as a punk-ass bitch.
Yeah.
On the real world. So, I see both sides of it.
Just real quick side note. Clint,
yes.
Your trip looked amazing.
How much are you selling your Splinter for? That's what I want to know.
Right, exactly.
How much is the Splinter selling for?
I've already offered to cut his finger off for the right amount of money.
Okay.
But I'd love to have, Clint, if you do have some free time.
Yes.
At some point.
Yes.
I don't know when. I would love to have you on to recap your trip, how everything went, what you ended up with, how the barrel tastings went.
Limit to 4 bottles, please.
Roy's put a limit on what you can bring.
4 bottles. I'm not going through a 25-bottle turkey episode again. No. Not doing that. My liver cannot do that.
I need to get with Clint. One cowboy.
One cowboy. What is one cowboy? Oh, is he talking about the name of my car? I don't think so.
No.
It can't be. I need you to clarify the one
cowboy. What did we say?
I don't know. Yeah, I just heard one cowboy.
I don't remember. Okay.
I guess he's listing his bottles. Is he bringing cowboy as one of the bottles? I mean, I'm good with that. What else you got? Smiley faces. Don't know. Poor man's pappy.
This is the poorest of poor man's pappy.
The poorest of poor man's.
So, this is... Shit, what did I do? Now I don't even remember. Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark, and what did you tell me? Jesus Christ.
Was it?
Weller 12?
No, God, no.
Okay.
That would not be poorest of poor.
Okay.
Special Reserve? No.
Did you make notes
Larceny?
on it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
Check your damn notes.
This is like super poor man's pappy.
We got more comments. Scroll. Thank you.
Garrison Brothers Cowboy.
Okay.
Splinter.
Okay, Jared. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He wants. So that's what
you.
That's what he wants for the Splinter.
Oh!
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you keep your Splinter.
Yeah, you can have it.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you keep
it. So this has been blending for 34 days.
Okay.
April 29th is when I put it in the bottle.
It's very specific, sir.
Right?
Okay.
I did the math earlier.
It's 39 days.
34 daes.
34 days.
In the bottle together.
Okay.
Would you like a little?
I'll take just a little, yes. Thank you very much. Very, very much. Stretchy.
And there's no reason to call it poor man's pappy. It has nothing to do with... I mean, obviously it's like Makers and something else, but has nothing to do with pappy. It's probably going to be hot because they're both cheap.
Hey, it'll wake me up before you go, that's for sure.
Hey, that's not bad.
There was something else I was going to look at, too, on my... Oh, yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. BevNet.com reported that music mogul and entrepreneur Sean Diddy Combs is suing business partner Diageo today, alleging that the brand he co-owns with the Spirits Group, which is Ciroc Vodka and DeLone Tequila, were given worse treatment.
What's his theory behind? Is there a theory behind that?
Oh, there's a theory behind it. I'll let you read it and you decide if you want to talk about it on air or not. The last 2 words in that top part.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. That's why I wanted your genuine reaction. That's why I didn't mention this to you until now.
I'd like to know.
I would like to know more into it. Yes, I would too.
So let's just throw it out there.
Yes.
Sean Diddy Combs is alleging that Diageo
is being racist. They're mistreating his brands because he's black. Yes.
Diageo is a massive corporation, and all they want to make money. That's all they care about.
Yes.
They're going to buy a brand to make money.
Yes, they are.
I would like to know more context.
I would too.
Like if they were flat out like refusing to help Ciroc or whatever grow, or making it very obvious. Okay. Yeah, I'm out. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But to just and maybe that's clickbait. let's throw that out there too.
Maybe it is. Maybe
they want clicks just as much as everybody
else.
else.
Maybe it's clickbait on bevnet.com. Yes.
It very well could be. And that's the easiest way to get a click.
But I will tell you this.
Is to say, it's because he said they were
BevNet
black.
covers multiple beverage injuries.
Right,
they
and
have
I understand
literally
that.
like energy drink, the whole 9 yards.
There's a possibility that it's clickbait. And that's an easy, vague thing to say to get somebody to click on your article.
Yeah. It didn't get me to click it. I took a screenshot of it. But it was on my LinkedIn. So
obviously, before I comment, I can't comment on it. I don't know. I didn't read the article. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I'm right there with you on it. I don't know what to think about it. I see what you do with your ring. That's the color of the Rio band, isn't it?
Ish. It's got that color in there.
So bougie. Jesus Christ. So bougie.
So this isn't bad. It's got honey on the nose.
I'm letting it kind of air a little bit.
There's a definite sweetness there. Honey. Brown, maybe more powdered sugar.
Brown schmedium? Is that
brown
schmedium? Is that what you're fixing to say? Brown schmedium? I gotta send a text message real quick.
Ooh, but it's cheap on the palate.
God, it's cheap.
Yeah, baby. Po man something. What is the other? I'm trying to figure it out. What up, Kev?
The bowling back?
Yeah, glad you could join us, buddy.
Sexy T-shirt.
Larceny is the other one. I was right. So it's Makers
and Larceny.
Makers and Larceny.
Okay.
For the poorest of poor man's pappies.
The poorest of poor man's pappy.
I feel like I could get poorer.
Is he talking about your shirt or my shirt?
Sexy T-shirt, mine.
Okay, mine's polo. But it is sexy.
He commented on my Penelope unboxing and said he was kind of jealous. So
I was kind of jealous too. I actually wouldn't mind having one of those glasses, but I'm not gonna take your Penelope one.
They go with my rainbow.
Yes, they go with your rainbow. So did they send you more than just what you opened, or was it?
No, that was it.
Okay.
I did stop and get the bottle of barrel strength that I fresh cracked for.
Okay, for Whiskey Wednesday. Gotcha.
But it was still sitting on my desk, and Dana got home today, and I was hurried up and putting clothes on so I could get over here, and she was like, "I noticed you got a bottle." I was like, "Nah, what are you talking about?"
You gotta quit leaving them some bitches out and about.
I know you gotta, and I've learned you gotta hide them in plain sight. On my desk was a bad idea, and making a TikTok with it. Because if you put it up with the rest of the Penelopes, they just all blend in.
Right. I gotta teach you how to hide stuff better.
Look,
you have a trunk.
Here's the deal,
bro.
But here's okay.
She's not gonna go digging in Betty White.
Let me dig.
Yeah, let you dig a bigger hole. Yeah,
I'm gonna dig myself a bigger hole. My wife may not let me in the door tonight. Here's the deal, Pickle. I tracked it.
Okay.
She had 10 straight days of Amazon packages show up. 10 straight days.
I love
if
these
I buy
episodes.
a whiskey.
I love these episodes.
Every so often.
But okay.
How is that any different?
So let me play devil's advocate. Not that I like to do this. I'm going to enjoy this.
You're siding with my wife, sir.
I'm going to enjoy this particular
This is the functional gentleman.
It is. Her 10 packages in value, do they equal?
Oh, they blow Penelope barrel strength out of the water.
Okay, that's what I was going at then.
In her defense,
okay,
a lot of those packages were not for her because the girls have birthdays very close together.
Yes, they do.
So she did buy a lot of birthday presents, but I tracked it. 10 straight days of Amazon packages plus like one day in between even more packages showing up. So I feel like...
You feel like it's justifiable.
It's justified. Plus, she gets her hair done, her nails done. I got to find a way to justify it to myself. And if the argument ever does come up, that's my only ammo, is that she gets her hair done, her nails done, and there's Amazon packages on the porch every single day.
So I'm curious, what are you doing next Saturday?
Okay. That's a week away.
Okay. The reason I ask, I don't know if you get the same email I got. Texas Gargoyle Society gathering is in Houston.
So it's not Saturday. I looked.
June 14th is not a Saturday?
It's a Wednesday.
Is it real?
Oh, yeah. A random Wednesday.
That's the date. Yeah, you think I'd have realized that because my last day with Hilliard is the 15th.
A random Wednesday at 3:30 in the afternoon. I saw the email yesterday.
Yeah.
Jumped on it, was like, ooh, yeah, I'm going.
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday at 3:30.
Nope.
I'm not going.
Megan, I need you to do Saturday stuff.
Yeah, Megan.
Come on, Megan.
Megan. You're going to be in the area.
Yeah.
We do our show on Friday.
Ooh, wait a minute. Can she be here Friday?
Can you be here on a Friday,
Can
Megan?
we tag her in this?
I don't know if we can or not.
We can try something. Yep, Dana's on your case now. I love episodes like this.
Dang it! Why?
Fantastic!
You took pictures of my Penelope? That's not even fair. Now she's documenting my Penelope obsession. That's not fair.
You know what the sad thing about it is? You know who she blames for all this, don't you? I get blamed for
I'm
whiskey
sure.
shit. I get blamed for it.
But
So the event, Ryan, is the Texas Gargoyle Society Gathering, which is June 14th from 3:30 to 5:30, and it is at 93 Till.
yeah, 93 Till in Houston.
Which is in Houston, which is 1601 West Main Street, Houston, Texas.
super excited about it when I saw the email. I think if you're a
According to
gargoyle,
the email that I got, it says, we cordially invite you to the National Bourbon Day with Law's Whiskey Bourbon House for its first Texas Gargoyle Society Gathering.
I think it would be awesome to get together with all of the gargoyles in Texas.
I would
Especially
too. I would
Megan's.
love it.
Megan
Yes.
was awesome.
Megan's legit
just to be able to go to another event that she's hosting. I mean, that would be freaking amazing anyway. But tickets are free. By the way, I don't know if we're supposed to announce that or not.
Oh, I didn't know they are.
You can get up to 2
Okay.
for free.
Oh, yeah, it says free, yeah.
Space is limited though.
Space is limited. Yes.
But I think it would be cool as shit to get together with all the gargoyles in Texas that are going.
I think it would be pretty cool. I like it. Oh, I think they are going to unveil a new belt.
Are they?
I see the podium.
And just for the record, honey, I did say they were presents for the girls. But not all of them.
No. Because one showed up as I showed up on.
Yeah. Roy knows. But I give her a hard time.
Let's just say, though, the same thing that showed up at your house is now at my house. The black leopard one like this.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Brandy ordered one immediately.
But, I mean, it could be worse, I guess. It's just Amazon.
It is just Amazon. I've got so much stuff on Amazon list right now. I'm telling you right now, if I ever do decide, when I do decide to bring the EDC corner back, I'm going to go broke.
It's just funny because let's say you're on Amazon and you spend $100 on whatever, presents and shit that you need or whatever. They don't all show up at one time. Right. Whereas whenever you go to Walmart or whatever,
up all at one time.
You go and you get all of it at one time.
Yes.
You get it from Amazon, it's day 1, day 2, day 3.
Day 12.
They spread them out.
Yes.
So it just looks a lot worse.
Well, it depends on that. It depends on which warehouse they come from. Because I've noticed sometimes when I order the kids' vitamins and sleep candy, as we call it, affectionately at my house, they show up the same day.
Sleep candy.
Yes. Oh, we did get a new belt. Look at that.
Look at that one. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
So what's he going to do with the other 2 belts?
I don't even know what his
other
belts
belt's
are.
big. Well, one's on the ball-headed dude's shoulder, and the other one's around his waist.
Oh. Maybe you can just throw it over his shoulder.
He's like, but I like this one.
Just throw it over your shoulder.
Oh no, he's going to take it off. He's going to take it off. Ooh, his is gold on the back. That's impressive.
I mean, let's face it, they do come out with some pretty good-looking belts.
They do. I want a belt so bad, but I don't want to pay $200 for one.
I wouldn't either. That's insane.
I don't want to see one at all. Somebody super kick him in the face.
I'm going to
I can't stand that dude. I'm like, why? Why does somebody need to hold a title for 1,000 days? Come on. Come on. But anyway, yeah, well, like I said, we've kind of been all over the place with this episode. We've talked about job changes. We've talked about people in Amazon packages. We've talked about all kind of stuff. We've still got one more topic to cover. We're talking about how Bucky was unsupervised part of this week. which I've been unsupervised multiple times in my life, so it's not a big deal, but we'll get his thoughts when he gets back in a second. I don't get what's going on with some of these things. I just don't. Like, I love my tumbler, by the way, so it's a simple, modern. It's a 40-ounce. It fits in my Camry. Yes, I have a Camry. Fat guy, little coat. Yeah, you can make all them references, too. So I'm curious.
Yeah.
We mentioned the topic earlier and then kind of switched gears real quick.
Yeah.
What was so bad? Was there any bad point to you being unsupervised this week?
Yes, Kevin, we do get journeyman.
Okay. Journeyman Distillery.
They make like Featherbone and
I've seen those.
Whips and whiskey and corsets.
I thought you was fixing whips and chains and handcuffs. I was like, what the hell?
Basically. But I think it's like whiskey and corsets or something. Or Featherbone. Yes, we do. I've looked at it multiple times on the shelf. Never actually bought a bottle of it. Just was never too sure about it. Yeah. I've heard one other review on it, I think, and it was a pretty good review, but I just never pulled the trigger on one.
And I'm assuming we can get this at Longhorn?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Nice. Fantastic.
But back to what you were saying.
You were unsupervised.
The other part of this unsupervision functionally thing was I was left home alone for 2 days. And as a big kid,
how was it? First of all, let's get to that part because I know when I've been left at home
my wife
alone,
is watching. Don't ask me that.
I'll sum it up for you.
Corsets, whips, and whiskey. Yeah,
I'm drinking it now. Look at him. Okay,
look at that,
good job,
Kevin.
Ryan.
Kevin,
Corsets, whips,
our buddy
and whiskey.
Ryan
Love
is
it.
actually drinking it right as we speak.
So, the first day is always nice because it's super quiet.
The first day was nice. I walked through the door. And it's weird. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, it's very weird.
But she got the opportunity to go on vacation, a couple-day vacation,
a mini vacation,
and her and the girls and my mother-in-law went to Galveston.
Interesting.
They did Schlitterbahn and the Strand and all of that good stuff.
Got you.
So it was a vacation for her, and I'm sure she's exhausted. I know for a fact she's exhausted.
She's asleep right now.
Well, no, she's commenting. But, I mean, you got to think.
Or is that like a robot bot type thing?
Probably. She's probably got it on auto comment just to make me scared of saying things. But 2 days in the sun, I mean, yeah, you're going to get exhausted.
You're going to get burnt out, yes.
On the flip side, it was nice to come home to an empty house. There's quiet. I didn't have to worry about what I put on the TV. I fried chicken wings, which she actually bought me.
Okay.
So I got to do, I did buffalo wings and pineapple habanero wings. I got to watch. I just sat and watched the Astros. It was nice.
Okay.
Day 2,
I'm freaking out.
Got weird. Day 2 is when I started. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I had.
So let's back this up. You only did this for 2 days.
Yeah. They got home today.
I've done it for an entire week.
Yeah, and that was going to be the other side of this is you've done it before too, and this is I don't know, they've gone on vacation a few times, so it's not like it's my first time.
Right.
But it's still weird. And day 2 was the day I had to figure out what to do.
You should have called.
Like I got weird. I didn't know what to do, and I thought about it.
You should have.
But I was like, what do I do with my hands? So there's a couple TikToks in my draft that I don't know if I'm going to ever post. Okay. I may. So, I even got to the point at one point where I was like bored. So I was going through all the little filters on TikTok. I did the little AI one where it turns you into some, I don't know, superhero looking thing. And I did like the big head one where I had a big head.
I need to dabble more into the TikTok. I didn't know you could become a superhero.
It's all, there's all kinds. So I've got saved drafts. I flip back and forth between the Astros game and game 1 of the NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. Like, day 2 got weird. Like, I didn't know what to do. But day 1 was, I'm not going to lie, it was kind of nice.
Day 1's always the best.
But, and she says it all the time. I joke about it all the time. I'm a big kid. So, everything you think a kid would do if you leave him home alone, I did. We leave our dogs inside when we're home, or when we're not home.
Yeah.
I was at work, left the dogs inside. We sort of kind of trained bad habit. Callie pees on puppy pads, and she does really well.
Right.
Whenever we're not home.
Right.
Granted, she does it even when we're home sometimes, because it's training bad habits. I get it. Y'all can scold me as a dog parent. Whatever.
It's fine.
Go screw yourself. But I love my little puppy. So I mopped whenever I got home because she peed in the hallway.
Okay.
It dried, super clean, vinyl plank flooring is slick. I slid all the way down the hallway.
Tom Cruise style.
Tom Cruise style. However, there's a little lip when you get to my living room. I hit it, and I went stumbling. I didn't fall.
Oh, God.
I caught myself.
Thank God.
But the whole way, I stumbled, and I was like, I'm going to have to call her. This is it. I'm going to hurt myself.
Speaking of hurting
Oh,
yourself,
dang
how's
it.
your finger?
I thought we were going to get it all the way
How's your
through.
finger?
It's okay.
Okay, good.
You can see the flat spot where I took everything off.
Dr. Roy was badass, by
Yeah.
the way.
You can see the flat spot, and it's very tingly. Like, I'm pretty sure I hit nerve,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
You'll get over it.
Today's my first day without a bandage on it,
Okay, yeah.
but I thought I was going to cut my entire finger off.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, my man was slicing brisket and literally almost cut his damn finger off.
And yes, we did still eat the brisket.
Yes, we did.
It was just the one little end piece.
Yeah. Wait a minute, which end piece?
The fat end.
Okay, I didn't eat that one.
Yeah, y'all left.
Yeah,
I think y'all
I
left
didn't-
most of that.
I didn't eat
because
that one.
I ate it on a sandwich last night.
Yeah, I didn't eat that one. Corset Whips and Whiskey is made
Yeah.
by Journeyman Distillery. Okay.
We'll get you some. They're about 2 hours out. Ooh, nice.
Oh, interesting. Nice. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. If we can have a
Me and Kevin have been talking for
Nice.
the last week about hooking up and kind of trading samples and
Gotcha.
stuff like that. You know, Texas whiskey. He's
Texas
in Michigan.
whiskey. We've got other stuff in there. We got stuff that I don't know if he can get or not. We'll have to
Yeah,
pull out what we can pull out.
because I'm the kind of guy that I'm gonna, no matter what it is,
Right.
I'm popping my shit. I'm drinking my shit. This was
For sure,
very
yeah.
small batch. It's not as easy as a lot of other whiskeys to get. My Rio was, a lot of people are saying it's almost impossible to get.
almost. But
Blah 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 blah.
But yes,
but
well,
I've
yes,
offered.
somehow the little podcast that could
Yeah,
get it.
but I'm all about. I want to drink it. I want other people to enjoy it. I offered. I was
Yeah.
like, Kevin, if you want a sample of Rio, all you gotta do is ask.
Does Kevin know the Muffin Man?
Everybody knows the.
By the way, I actually watched the episode of That's My Jam that song's on.
he fucking killed it.
He killed
He
it.
killed.
Yes,
he killed it.
Killed it. If you literally took that performance of the Muffin Man and blindfolded yourself and listened to Cher in one ear and the
Yes.
Muffin Man in the other one,
He killed
it's
it.
the same person.
It did. It is. He killed that
He
performance.
killed it. And by we're talking about Adam Lambert, by the
And
way.
and that kind of got me down. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole last night on TikTok. Like I said,
Are you singing more?
I did. I did the hashtag That's My Jam.
Uh-huh.
I just did a quick search for it and
Yeah.
kind of, oh my God, I scrolled for maybe an hour just watching all the different clips of that little contest he does on his show or whatever. That's My Jam. There's some funny ones on there. And there's some, like Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande were on the same episode and they were going back and forth.
There was one that
They
I
can
found.
fucking belt.
There's one that I found that was kind of funny that was people one of them she can belt because it was Aretha Franklin.
Oh, God, yeah.
But Aretha Franklin's partner happened to be Billy Porter.
Okay.
Billy Porter can actually sing.
Can he really?
Yes,
I
Billy
didn't know
Porter
that.
can actually sing.
So Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande. I know Ariana Grande is kind of like her voice and stuff.
Yeah.
But that lady can
She can belt.
sing.
Yeah, she's got pipes.
But there was another one. Chance the Rapper did the country version.
That was
of
with French Montana,
Hot in
wasn't
Here.
it? Wasn't he with French Montana? For
Oh,
that
it was
episode?
him by himself. I don't know who
Okay.
his partner was. I
think
just
it
saw
was
the
French
clip.
Montana because I think
He
we
did
watched that one.
Nelly's Hot in Here
Yeah.
as a country song.
You want me to tell
Dude
you?
killed it.
you
I
want me
didn't
to tell you
realize he could
what's
sing a country
crazy?
song.
What in the cornbread hell?
The fat end of the brisket is the best part. Damn straight. That lives on Drury Lane. Look, JB and Kevin said it at the same time. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, that lives on Drury Lane.
Okay.
What? Are you good? Everything okay,
No,
sir?
it's work stuff.
New work stuff or old work stuff?
Old work stuff. My team lead ran my route today, and apparently he's just now dropping off my truck heading back to LaPorte at 9 o'clock at night.
Damn.
Well, I got a theory, but I'll share it with you off air.
It's funny. JB and Kevin said it at the same time. That lives on Drury Lane.
That lives on Drury Lane. Yes, he does.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
I loved it,
The
though.
Muffin Man.
That was hilarious to me. That literally is like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I had a good time doing that one. And the one, did you see my one from last night?
Which one was last night? Refresh my memory. I've slept since then.
It's the voodoo guy from
Princess
and the Frog.
Yeah.
It's his song.
Okay.
Friends on the Other Side.
Got you.
Come sit at my table.
Yeah.
And Dana said, well, it reminds me of Princess and the Frog. Well, I would hope so because that's where the song
come from.
I like it because it's got so much Cajun ties and it's in Louisiana. It just rubs my...
You should hear, there's a song, and I can't remember who the artist is that does it. There's a song called Marie Laveau that's got a lot of that Cajun tie-in stuff like that. They would have been really good with that too. But yeah, it's.
I just like the idea of like finding Disney songs that match what we do. Whiskey, cigars. Sure. I think it's funny in that aspect of it. And I don't know if it's going to turn into like my normal shtick on TikTok, but it seems to be hitting pretty well.
Can you start dressing up like these characters, by the way?
Oh, God. I wore purple and black. He wears purple, black, and red. Yeah,
but he's got a top hat on.
He's got a top hat on. I don't have a top hat.
I feel you can get one on Amazon.
I chose purple and black because for some reason, it just kind of seemed like it was Louisiana.
Appropriate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Purple, black, purple, gold, purple, green, and gold. You can't go wrong with any of those combinations.
But that's all. I mean, that's what it's all about.
It's very much so.
I mean, I just like that. I think it's fun. I crack up at myself.
I'm not going to lie, your Muffin Man one was hilarious.
That was hard. That was hard because Dana was in the room. The one last night was easier, but I was still cracking up at myself. Yeah. Because, I mean, I was going like this and... Oh, God. I mean, it was tough. But I crack up at myself. And that's when I know, all right, it's just time to post it. Because I'm not one of these guys that has the professional camera.
What is this garbage?
I don't know. They're crying. There's no crying in wrestling.
No, for real. What the hell?
Because I mean,
drop this fool already. Shit.
I do like 2 takes max. Okay. Like I know there's some professionals on TikTok that have the camera set up. They record. They edit. They this. They that. Multiple times.
Do you set the laptop up and do all this? Or
no, it's all on my phone.
Okay.
Typically, it is 1 take and done.
Oh, somebody got dropped.
Like, what y'all see on TikTok is, like, me. That's it. 1 take. I do a little bit of editing. I cut some of it out to make it short enough that people want to watch it.
Interesting.
And that's it. Like, I don't care. I'm rolling with it.
I love it, too.
Like, I want it to be who I am.
Functional. Hey,
wait a minute now.
Hey, wait a minute. We missed something.
Dad's from... Oh, really?
Cajun time. Okay, his dad's from Louisiana. We're at Louisiana, just out of curiosity.
So that's why he knows what crawfish are.
Yeah. Not every day somebody from Michigan knows what crawfish is. I'm just curious on where in Louisiana. Yeah. Because I'm wondering if it's somewhere in close proximity of some of my kin folks.
JB, if you're offering a Functional Gentleman whiskey blend, then we're going to sign up.
Yes, we're going to sign up.
We just got to figure out the dates.
Yes. Hit me with the deets.
This has been good.
I know. I need to cut and relight mine in a minute, but I think I'm going to actually cut and relight mine.
And it's gotten... It hasn't gotten worse the deeper I get. Because sometimes whenever whenever, especially for me who's not doing it
regularly
quite as often as you, Ryan, I get to that last third and I'm like, it's too bitter, it's too... This was one that I know I'm going to finish.
Yeah, no, it's a good one for sure. It's a good one. It's a good one.
So, you mentioned you've had a few, especially longer ones. What do you do whenever you're home alone, wife and kids are on vacay?
I sit on the couch naked and eat Cheetos.
Okay, Ron.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. For me, like the first 2 days are always good because it gives me that chance to kind of relax.
Lafayette.
Kind of enjoy it. Okay, I know where Lafayette is.
Lafayette.
I know where Lafayette is.
Yeah, buddy.
I know where Church Point is. I know where Big Mamu and Little Mamu is. I'm just a regular Cajun Renaissance man. September 8th. Are we coming? I'm assuming you want us to come there?
Or are you going to bring barrel samples here and we do a whiskey blend here and we can slap our label
I like that. I got labels. It's whatever. 2 double barrels. Ooh, can we do a double barrel?
We can come up. I can come up with a catchy name. I don't feel like I can use Muffin Man anymore. But the idea behind that is, and I don't know, Amberana casks are huge right now.
Yes, they are.
The Amberana cask gives a lot of that.
They are very much all the rage,
right?
sir.
But they give a lot of that baking spice, gingery flavor. A lot of them have it, so it made sense to me, being a huge Penelope fan that I am. I mean, I just had to do it. And Braley had just literally introduced me to that song when I got home from this show.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was about to look something up. But so what do you do whenever you're home alone?
Man, I just really kind of just like relax mostly. I mean, I watch what I want to, obviously. You know, eat. I don't have to worry about cooking for 3 other people. I can just make myself a sandwich. I'm a huge sandwich guy. Yeah, I like the stacker pickles with the meat and the cheese and for some reason, I have an infatuation with Chick-fil-A sauce on sandwiches.
Okay.
So I literally feel like I put that shit on everything.
That's not your slogan.
That's not that slogan, but I do. I love Chick-fil-A sauce on my sandwiches.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I just kind of keep it chill. I go to bed earlier, stuff like that. Because I mean, obviously, I don't have the hustle and bustle of trying to help kids.
And I was the opposite. I went to bed later.
I go to bed earlier. Excuse me.
Because, and you can, and Dana will tell you, I'm an old man most of the time. Like by 9 o'clock, I'm like taking melatonin.
So I'm curious.
Taking dogs out ready to go to bed by 9:30. So I'm curious.
Did you nap any did you like fall asleep for like 30 minutes to an hour when you got home?
No, not at all.
No nap? You're gonna take one tomorrow.
It's because I got bored and my ADHD big kid mind was like, gotta do something.
They make medication for that.
I know. I need to get some. That's why I went sliding down the hallway.
Damn near broke your neck.
There's a TikTok that will be posted soon that's sitting in my drafts that I'm just going to post it because it's so dumb. It's a bunch of bad puns. Or not a bunch, but it's some bad puns that have to do with whiskey. There's going to be a short video of day 1 of what I did, because it included me coming home to an empty house.
That's always fun.
The manly thing of chicken wings and sports. I had Rocky Road ice cream. And I had a bed all to myself.
That's probably the biggest thing I like about it, is the fact that I have a bed.
King-size bed all by myself.
Oh, we have queen.
Well, you know, we can't all be kings.
Well, no, I just can't talk Brandy into upgrading the bed.
Talk shit, bitch. But it was nice. And I'm glad they had a good time. They had a blast.
So I'm curious.
Kaylee is redder than a lobster. It's like her skin ain't seen sun.
I'm not going to lie.
Her skin ain't seen sun in a year.
I'm glad you brought up Kaylee.
Okay.
My feelings are a little hurt.
Gun range. Oh, that's a good gun range. Liquor store, Chick-fil-A, couch.
Yes, I love it.
Cigars are good for relaxing.
Yes.
I did. That's another. I did, and I didn't even. Dang it! That's what I didn't do. I smoked a cigar.
Which one?
Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
The Buffalo Trace cigar. I don't know who makes it or whatever.
You know, Fireball makes one. I couldn't resist when you said Buffalo Trace. I had to tell you that.
We just got canceled.
We didn't. We did not get canceled.
But I smoked a Buffalo Trace cigar.
Okay.
It was not. I mean, it was nice. I wish I would have. I didn't even think about it. I was just kind of chilling on the back porch, smoking. I didn't think about nothing for a little while.
Didn't call.
It was. I mean, but it was nice.
Didn't write. Didn't send smoke signals. Nothing. Shit. I know where I rank in this relationship.
I should have just been like, "Caw."
We need like a bat. We need like the bat signal.
Bat signal. But it'll be the functional gentleman logo.
Yes, that's what we need. We need the functional gentleman logo.
I'll stick it up in the sky when you can come over.
It's the functional gentleman and bearded boy.
Yeah.
Love it.
God.
That's awesome. We talk too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Just be careful with the liquor store thing, because apparently the wives notice.
So I'm curious.
Uh-huh.
Have you had an uptick in any kind of boat sales? Being is the Bassmaster Classic is it Lake Sabine and Orange or Sabine River?
We don't do bass boats.
Okay,
so we don't see a lot of that.
Gotcha.
I mean, granted, on the service and parts side, yeah, I see a lot of bass boat guys. Just because I sell electronics and.
Did you see any like pro anglers show up this week?
I haven't.
Okay, just checking. Are you working tomorrow?
No, I am not.
Good.
Thought I was. I am not.
Good.
There was a mishap with the schedule.
Oh, it's amazing how that works. There's a mishap with the schedules.
But
fantastic.
No, it's gotten really cool. I mean, it's picked up a lot. We're busy, so that kept me busy all day. Obviously.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
I've worried a lot since y'all moved to the new location.
Oh, it still sucks, but it's picked up slowly.
Good.
The new location is the new location.
Fantastically good. Love it.
You got to make the best of a bad situation.
Okay. I love it. We always got to make the best of a bad situation.
Ryan, I'm curious, since you brought up cigars, what are you smoking tonight? You said you were drinking
I know
Journeyman.
he posted something that he was smoking.
There was the Neon
Tiger.
Yes,
from Blackwork
There was
Studio.
another one that he posted. I was just kind of curious if he was still enjoying a good cigar. What else? You got anything else?
I feel it's about...
Denver slaughtered
yeah.
Miami last night in Game 1.
Yeah, they did.
By 30 points or some shit.
I think Denver's going to end up winning that series, as much as I hate to say it.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was a sweep.
You think? I mean, they swept the Lakers, which, God, that couldn't have made me happier. I don't like LeBron. Oh, yes. Really? How much does it cost?
Roma Craft Sabertooth.
How much is it going to cost me?
Gina. Hey, Gina.
Gina
What's
Flowers,
up?
Roy, congratulations on the new job. I would love to have you guys visit. What?
JB says we will
Gina. Okay. I was like,
you before the summer is out.
Yes.
And that comment on Drury Lane, a.k.a. Shrek, was really from me.
Yes. It was in Shrek 2. Mongo, big gingerbread man. You got to watch Shrek 2. Love Shrek 2. $400. Somebody smoked their $500. Somebody smoked their stuff retarded.
What are you looking at?
The new Universal Championship belt.
God.
That's 500 large.
What is happening?
Nobody gives a shit about this old decrepit bastard.
Hey, can we talk about that for a second?
Joe Biden's an old decrepit bastard?
Yeah,
sure.
We don't talk about politics on the show. It's bar rules, blah, blah, blah. We brought up Stephen A. Smith.
Yes, we did.
Stephen A. Smith came out today, I think, and said, we cannot have an 80-year-old man in office. Agree or disagree with the comment?
Disagree. Because we have an 81-year-old woman on the cover of Sports Illustrated. So, yeah, it's the age of old farts. Yeah, we can do whatever we want.
2023, year of the old fuckers. Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I had to go there with that.
That's too funny.
I had to go there with that one.
Roy, do you know about a Roma Craft Sabertooth?
I know Skip from Roma Craft. I can probably email him and find out about it. I do not know one off the top of my head. I'm sure Ryan can fill me in, or either that, or I'm sure he's probably got more than one floating around somewhere. But I got some interesting stuff from Roma Craft that I'm going to do in the upcoming weeks. Like I said, right now I'm trying to get through some of the quote-unquote one-off stuff that I have. So that's why I've been kind of all over the place with cigars lately.
So if it's this one, apparently Ryan is on a barber pole.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Tonight,
okay. I got you.
That's a barber pole looking one.
Yes.
The Neon Tiger.
The Neon Tiger is a
barber pole
Candela and a Maduro, I think.
The other one that he posted, I'm pretty sure it was a barber pole.
Yeah.
Apparently it's just a barber pole kind of night.
Barber pole or stripper pole.
Ryan, do you need a haircut?
Look at it.
No, stripper poles aren't striped.
They could be.
They're not. I mean, they may be striped with juices.
Glitter.
I'm going to get a...
Do you know the Muffin Man? And I'm not talking about the gingerbread guy neither.
Yeast infections are real.
Muffin top strippers.
Quit it! This is a family show.
Well, it's functional after dark. At this
it's
point.
after 9 o'clock. Functional gentlemen after dark.
After 9 o'clock, we're good.
Yep, after 9 o'clock. Open season. Oh, goodness gracious. All right.
Yes, I'm listening.
Are we at that time?
We can be if you want to be.
It's up to you, buddy. I mean, I can still talk if you want to talk. I don't know what you want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
That's what I just said. I don't know what you want to talk about, but I can still talk.
Hey, viewers.
Anybody got something they want to talk about? Otherwise,
what do you want to talk about?
Haircut.
Roy, I love you.
Wait.
Yes.
What?
Everybody loves you.
Gina, you are married. Oh,
Nice.
shit, that's funny.
That's awesome. There might be a couple of...
Dang it.
Oh, there might be a couple Sabertooths in the humidor. Fantastic.
That'd be something I'm curious of. When are we getting together?
I have a date for that.
Do you?
Do you have a date? You can get an RSVP? I'll fill you in after episode.
Ow, ow, ow.
That's hot. Careful. Don't burn your finger that you cut the other day for sure.
Oh, I got a cut, burnt finger. Did I put... Oh, I didn't.
Didn't what?
I didn't post it on Facebook.
But wait, there's more.
Did you see some bourbon release news that's happened?
Ooh, I don't know. Did I? Refresh my memory.
I think I only posted on TikTok. I'm going to lead off with, obviously, Penelope.
Obviously, Penelope, yeah.
They're coming out with a toasted rye.
Ooh.
It's going to be 100% rye.
Yes.
It's coming in at barrel strength.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm sure some of them will change, but this one that they posted is char level number 3.
Okay.
Toast medium at 115.6 proof. Don't know when it's coming out yet, but it is a toasted rye. I'm excited about that.
JD, hook a brother up. And by brother, I mean my brother over there.
Smoke Wagon
Okay.
is coming out with a Blender Select straight rye whiskey. Yeah. He did say, so this is the good part about this one, is he did say it's going to be one of the core selection now.
Okay.
So it should be regularly
Regularly available. Regularly
It's a hard one to
available.
say,
I
regularly
know, right?
available.
Gotcha.
So that's good. I'm glad. I like whenever there's something new, but it becomes part of the, especially if it's really good. And their rye whiskey, the way he blends it, it's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I love his uncut, unfiltered, the younger.
Yeah. Pursuit United, which you know I love theirs.
Fanboy, yes, I know.
They're coming out with a second iteration of the oak collection.
Okay.
Which they do like a finishing oak type thing.
I can get down with that.
That should be out soon. Sagamore Spirit.
Okay. Another fanboy episode.
Is coming out with a maple syrup cask finish.
Intrigued.
Thoughts?
Very intrigued.
Yeah?
I wonder if it's going to be like Balcones' honey.
But maple syrup.
But maple syrup, yes.
That was stupid.
No, it wasn't.
That was stupid.
How? Well, it's not. I just wonder if it's a similar process. You ashed on the table.
Did I?
I ashed on the
Oh,
table.
dang it.
Shit, we're ashing everywhere.
We're ashing everywhere. I got ash everywhere.
Bunch of ash holes. God.
Old Forester.
Yes, 1924. I did hear about this one. I did hear about this one.
1924. So their little description. In 1924, Owsley Brown took barrels of whiskey with different mash bills to a warehouse on Howard Street in Louisville, Kentucky, and bottled them as Old Forester. This 10-year expression honors the 100th anniversary of this occasion. It's going to come in at 100 proof. That's exciting.
So does that mean we have to wait till 2024 to get it?
Oh, maybe.
Damn you, Scuba Steve.
Well, I mean, it was released within the past week. That's what I did, is I went and I looked for things that were posted within the last week. I didn't want anything too old.
I need homemade Majescas in my life.
Who's making them homemade?
I know a lady.
Do you know a lady?
She loves me.
But do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, he lives on Drury Lane. Of course, who doesn't know the Muffin Man at this point? Can you scroll for the comments? Because I see a bunch of stuff.
Oh, shit, guys. Sorry, we
I see a bunch of shit popping up.
All right, Sports Illustrated. Is that Neon Tiger from Blackworks?
Yes, it is from Blackworks Studios. I do know that.
Why did Kaylee upset you?
Because, I got sidetracked, damn it. Kaylee upset me because after we left, she got in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
I was slightly hurt. I wasn't like super upset.
She didn't come outside like the entire time
No,
y'all were
not.
there.
She did not.
And then like the second you aren't there, she's okay.
I think Kaylee hates me secretly inside.
Her and Braley had a good time in the pool.
Yes, I think Kaylee hates me secretly. Acre has burnt. Wait, what? Cigar cutters and ashtrays. Really?
No, you're just saying that to get Roy all perked up.
I mean, it don't take much these days. Let's be honest.
Don't get deviled eggs in Louisville Airport.
Ugh.
I don't feel like you should get deviled eggs literally anywhere other than your house, Clint.
Ugh. That just doesn't even. That almost sounds like gas station sushi, bro. That's not good.
Yeah, like deviled eggs in anywhere.
Oh God, that just sounds horrible. Deviled eggs in a Louisville airport.
It's Braley's birthday. We can't go.
Can't go where? What? Wait, what?
Next Saturday? No.
What?
We can't go where?
Can't go where? What are you talking? What the hell are you talking about? For Father's Day.
For Father's Day.
Oh.
I will try to get you some swag. We like swag.
Yes, we do like swag. Lots of swag.
Bourbon.
Yes.
That will be next.
You need an Acre Sure, I need an Acre ashtray. 2024 is not that far away. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that to Ryan. Okay, Ryan's. Okay, that's right. It is that weekend. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, you're right though, Ryan. You're right. 2024 is not that far away. We're already in June.
Yes.
And that's pretty cool. Again, Clint, we've got an open chair. It's not here now.
It's in the corner behind me.
You can stand the entire episode.
No, we've got a chair.
No. Stand the entire episode.
No, hell, that makes me tired. No.
Yeah, but I mean,
I still need him to 4-bottle limit.
Bring all the bottles you want.
Oh God.
Clint, now that I know you're home.
Oh wait, yeah. BMF 4.0.
That'll be on the show soon.
You'll make a trip tomorrow?
Clint?
I'll drive.
Clint?
I will so drive.
Is you available?
I got the Camry.
Can we be home before noon?
We can go with sexy Betty White.
New hotness. Old and busted. New hotness.
Old and busted.
Old and busted. Asshole. What a dick. Wait. I know the Muffin Man.
I love
his wife
that.
can make homemade Majescas.
That's what I was referring to.
Early AM is good. Are you going to be up in the morning?
I can be. What time?
I don't know. Early AM. That's what he said.
I need a number.
So we're approximately 45 minutes away from you.
I can make it in 35.
We're approximately 45 minutes away from you.
I made it earlier at 35.
What's a good number?
Give me a number.
JB, you know where the hot seat is. I will literally light it on fire before you sit in it.
I think he misspelled coming.
I'm coming home.
Yep.
We talked about
How far are your Astros behind in the division right now?
Shut the front
I see
door.
your little screen.
You like that?
No, not really. It doesn't have a T on it.
Yeah. Coastline, Texas Tail.
Yes, Coastline. Yes, July 1st.
Hey, again, I know we've said it before. Whenever we found out officially when we were going to be there.
Yes.
If y'all can show up,
Yes.
please be there.
Please.
It's going to be a great time.
Yes.
Texas Tail is working their ass off to make really good products.
And they've always been super hospitable with us. I mean,
they really are some awesome people.
Yes.
If you get the opportunity on, what is that Saturday again? July
1st.
July 1st.
Si, senor.
If you get the opportunity July 1st, if y'all can be in Galveston, show up. We're going to be live. We had a great time last time we were there. It was literally the first live we did. There was people in the background. There was people stopping, saying, "What are y'all doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?"
It was a good time. We want everybody to be out there.
We're live, home skillet. What are you doing?
We want everybody to stop and tell us what you think about the new whiskey, about their cocktails. I'm excited to be back there.
Yes,
I really am.
I'm super excited to be back.
What was I looking for?
I don't know.
The standings.
The Muffin Man?
Yeah. I don't know the Muffin Man. My whole life is a lie. I made a video that doesn't make any sense. I don't know the Muffin Man.
Nobody knows the Muffin Man.
Standings.
Last I saw it was 3 games back. Still 3 games?
How are y'all still winning? It is June. You're supposed to have fallen off by now.
Bro, in the words of DJ Khaled, all we do here lately is win.
Lord.
I mean, we've taken series that I didn't even think we was going to, like, being a realistic fan, there's series we've won that I didn't even think we were going to win.
Last week or the week before, where did Nathan Eovaldi come from?
It's the second coming. Josh Young.
10 a.m. So
okay, perfect.
I'll meet you or you meet me at my house at like
I ain't pulling in your driveway if I'm taking
9:30ish.
Sexy Betty.
No, don't. Yeah. You will take out the entire bottom of your car.
I scraped it
every bit of it.
When I first brought it home from the dealership. I scraped it in Bucky's driveway.
I watched you pull out, and I was like, nope.
Well, in that case, text Bucky the address. We'll make it.
Yeah. Or where you want to meet, whatever.
Or where you want to meet. Wherever.
Just don't. I don't want to disturb. I mean, I know it's early Saturday morning.
My kids will probably still be asleep.
Anybody?
So I'm good on my end.
All right, cool. Yeah, I couldn't believe you scraped it.
It's okay.
Because that was Brandy noticed first.
Yeah.
She was like, I think Betty White sits higher than this one. And I was like, yo, it does, like by 3 inches.
Well, the sad thing about it is Sexy Betty is she's affectionately going to be nicknamed.
No.
We're
changing the name immediately.
Has literally like low profile 18s.
Yeah.
Like I checked. She's got low pro 18s.
Yeah.
So.
Too funny.
It's very funny.
Ooh.
Yes.
Topic.
The
softball and baseball College World Series have started.
I'm anxious to see. I was going to try to see if I can get an update. Because I think Texas plays Louisiana Lafayette tonight in the Coral Gables Regional. And I know Oklahoma played softball,
baseball
earlier today. I think they're still playing.
Holy shit balls.
What?
So Oklahoma is playing East Carolina tonight.
Oh, it's
the bottom of the 8th. 13-3.
Nice.
East Carolina is whipping that ass.
I mean, East Carolina, I'm not gonna lie, that's a sneaky good program.
Holy crap.
They rank right up here with the Coastal Carolinas of the world.
I'm glad we didn't put that game on. We tried, and it just kept loading.
You got anything from the Coral Gables Regional with Texas, Miami? I think Texas plays tonight.
Did they play tonight?
I think so.
No. Texas played Louisiana Lafayette.
And won
4-2.
Okay, so what is Miami playing now? Because Miami's in that regional as well.
Okay, so just to run through the games that are going on right now, I doubt anybody's huge college baseball fans.
We love college baseball on the show. College baseball matters.
Ryder is playing Coastal Carolina and currently winning in the top of the 9th, 9-8.
Really? That's surprisingly.
Oral Roberts is playing Oklahoma State and currently winning 6-2.
That's surprising too, actually.
Penn is playing Auburn. It's currently tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th.
Okay.
I'm going to skip the Oklahoma game.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that one.
Eastern Illinois is playing Vanderbilt. Currently, Vanderbilt is up 8-2.
Okay, that's
Sam Houston is playing Oregon State, and Oregon State is up 17-2. There's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Arizona versus TCU. TCU is up 6-3 in the 4th.
Okay, that's no big surprise. TCU's got a pretty good program.
Cal State Fullerton is playing Texas A&M in the bottom of the 1st. It is tied 0-0.
Of course.
Nicholls State is playing Alabama. It is in the 2nd inning, and it is 0-0.
Gotcha.
Virginia played Army today.
Trounced Army from what I can see.
15-1.
Yeah, 15-1.
Kentucky played Ball State 4-0.
Okay.
Texas Tech beat UConn 3-2.
My uncle would be disappointed at that score. He's a big UConn guy.
Clemson beat Lipscomb. Lipscomb?
Yeah, the Camels.
12-5.
No, that's Campbell Camels. Never mind. Sorry. I don't know who Lipscomb's mascot is.
The Camel Lips.
Better camel lips than camel toes.
Indiana State beat Wright State 6-5.
Okay.
North Carolina State beat Campbell 5-1.
The Camels.
Yes.
Campbell. I knew Campbell was in there somewhere.
Washington beat Dallas Baptist 9-5.
That sucks. I like DBU. They got a good program too.
Oregon beat Xavier 5-4.
That doesn't surprise me.
Duke beat UNC Wilmington 12-3.
That doesn't surprise me.
Maryland beat Northeastern 7-2.
That doesn't surprise me.
Samford beat Southern Miss 4-2.
That's surprising.
Arkansas beat Santa Clara
That's not
13-6.
surprising. That's not surprising.
LSU beat Tulane 7-2.
That's not surprising.
Ooh, this one was a good one. Troy beat Boston College 11-10.
That's a surprise.
Texas beat Louisiana Raging Cajuns 4-2.
Yes.
Stanford beat San Jose State 13-2.
Yep.
Florida beat Florida A&M University 3-0.
Yep.
Tennessee beat Charlotte 8-1.
Yep.
Wake Forest beat George Mason 12-0.
Okay.
South Carolina beat Connecticut 19-1.
Central Connecticut.
Central Connecticut
Yep.
19-1. Iowa beat North Carolina 5-4. Indiana beat West Virginia 12-6, and Miami beat Maine 9-1.
So Texas and Miami will play tomorrow then in the winners bracket of the Coral Gables Regional. Fantastic. Bullshit. What? She does know the Muffin Man. In Galveston, JB.
Yeah,
we will
Galveston.
be in Galveston, Texas at Texas Tail.
JB, you talked to
Talk to Nick and James
out at
Texas Whiskey
Texas
Fest
Whiskey
in BK.
Fest.
Yes.
It's Texas Tail Distillery.
Yes.
They make Coastline whiskey.
Yes.
The impossible one to get was at the time Coastline Double Barrel, which was absolute freaking amazing.
Yes.
But you just can't buy it.
You just can't buy it.
It was absolutely amazing.
But if JB and Gina want to make a trip to Galveston with us, they're more than welcome to come hang out.
There was only 3 games, just throwing it out there real quick, only 3 games in the NCAA softball tournament.
Okay. Oh, shit. More comments loaded.
Oklahoma State.
No, it went back to the top. Never mind. My bad. Scroll down. There we go. Okay, we're still. Yep.
Oklahoma State is leading Utah 2-0 in the top of the second.
Oklahoma State?
Yeah, Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Washington beat Utah 4-1.
Okay.
And Stanford beat Alabama, which was an upset because Stanford was number 9, Alabama was number 5.
Yes.
2-0.
Okay.
So
who does
wait a minute. Okay.
Oklahoma play?
Oklahoma beat Stanford 2-0 yesterday.
Yesterday.
Which puts Oklahoma at Tennessee.
Yes.
Or Tennessee at Oklahoma, technically.
Yes.
Oklahoma will be the home team tomorrow at 2 p.m.
I feel Oklahoma's the home team throughout the tournament because they're literally playing in Oklahoma City.
They're the number 1.
Like the softball tournament's in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. And then Washington, number 7 Washington will take on number 3 Florida State at 6 p.m.
Gotcha.
So that's where, dude, Oklahoma. I know Homer, whatever. You say what you want. Oklahoma softball is a fucking wagon.
It is.
They're at like 50 straight games won or some shit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, at what point do you stop counting?
Right now. Galveston sounds good.
Be there, be square.
I know where we'll be at. We'll be at Texas Tail.
Faux shizzle.
Yes, we'll have open chairs. We may have 4 mics.
Can we do that?
Sure. I mean, we've got them.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we have a stand?
That I don't know, but we got time.
I broke it. I need to order a replacement.
Mic stand, mic check. Love it. Do I have one of those things? Is that what you're fixing to ask me?
Are we there yet?
We're almost 2 hours. I feel like it's good. I got to double check on the wife. I've been texting.
Yeah, I was gonna say your wife had surgery. She's probably
bless her heart. She was a trooper about it though.
Moods.
Bless her heart. She was a trooper about it.
Was she?
She walked out of the place on her own free will.
You'd have been pushing me.
I would have been pushing you.
I'd been like,
it was funny because the guy before her, his dad was with him, and I overheard him talking to the nurse or whatever. She's like, "If you drive around back, we'll help you load him." And I'm like, "He's a grown ass man." My wife comes out. She's like, "We're just gonna walk her out the front door." I'm like,
me?
And
me?
They didn't even hold Brady or nothing. Like, Brady was a trooper about it. Like, she had me go by H-E-B on the way home, pick up some stuff.
Nah, see, that's the thing. Knowing me, your ass would have been pushing me in a wheelchair.
Yeah, she's a trooper about it. Like, she was bleeding a little bit. Like, she tried to eat something when we got home. They told her to eat a bunch of soft food. So she tried tomato soup. Didn't really care for it. Of course, she was still bleeding, so she was kind of getting blood mixed with tomato soup, which is not a real good thing.
Irony, tomato-y, acidy, not goodness.
The mac and cheese, on the other hand.
Did okay?
Yeah, did okay with that.
That's good.
I'm anxious to see. I'm probably going to go out tomorrow at some point for chicken and dumplings.
That's probably a pretty good idea.
That's probably a pretty good idea. But yeah, I mean, she's been good through it. I mean, I'll
Good,
give her
I'm
that.
glad.
I mean, she's no real pain issues. I mean, she's on 600 milligrams of ibuprofen, and she's got a painkiller, of course. But I think she's only taking like one.
See,
so
I wouldn't
far.
even. I'm out.
Yeah, you'd be.
I can't.
You'd be
I don't do it. I mean, I take.
She and I both have like high pain tolerance. So, 'cause you've seen me.
I take a hydrocodone, and
You've
I'm
seen
like.
me do episodes on painkillers
Yeah.
and muscle relaxers.
Exactly.
I mean, it's no big thing, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know how, because if I were to have done the same exact thing you've done, whether that's a muscle relaxer or just like a hydrocodone, I'd have been like this the entire episode.
The Texas Tail, not the Texas Tail, the Poor Brothers one. Was
Poor
fun.
Brothers was a fun
That's
one.
where I did the painkillers at.
Let's do
Yep, cheers.
a whiskey toast for all. Cheers, Bucky and Roy.
Yay.
Ooh, chicken and dumplings sound good. Always.
Oh, right. Dairy Queen.
That's Braley's favorite.
Dairy Queen makes some of the best chicken dumplings.
She'll kill.
I hate to say it.
Braley will kill some either Cracker Barrel.
But the sad thing
or
about it,
Dairy
my wife
Queen.
literally told me if I go to Dairy Queen, I have to go to Lumberton.
Why?
She
Is
says
there a
they're
difference?
She says they're better.
Oh, okay.
So I'll take her word for it. She would know. I don't eat. I like homemade chicken and dumplings. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
like,
for sure.
I don't like store. Yes.
Fluffy dumplings or the flat dumplings that you can buy in the freezer section?
Fluffy.
Okay, good.
Look at me. You think I'm gonna eat a thin muffin?
Like I want some oomph to my dumplings,
Yeah.
but my household
Okay, I'm curious.
is all about the flat, like the frozen flat ones that you can buy at
Yeah,
Walmart.
the Mary B's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they want.
They do it because
No.
it's convenient. I get it.
I grew up with, I want substance. Like I want a dumpling.
So I'm curious. White meat or dark meat?
Well, it depends. I'm a dark meat guy.
Okay, I was fixing to say.
Like whenever if I'm a fried chicken,
I was fixing to be like, get the fuck out.
no. Like if I'm especially if I'm eating fried chicken, or even not fried chicken, like grilled chicken, I do chicken thighs. Or in fried
Yes.
chicken, I want some kind of dark meat.
Yes.
In my dumplings, though, I can do either.
No. Dark meat all the way.
Like I'm okay with chicken breasts.
Dark meat
In my
gumbo,
dumplin'.
dark
Well-
meat chicken and dumplings, dark meat fried chicken, dark meat whatever.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm all about the dark meat.
And when Brandy does the chicken chow mein, the homemade chicken chow
Yeah.
mein, dark meat. Which that might not be bad for tomorrow. Interesting.
You can't do that to her.
She can eat chicken and pasta. It says
No,
so on
she
the list. Yes, she
can't.
can. It says chicken is a soft meat.
Dude,
it even says she
you're
can do
asking
fish.
her to chew.
No, I'm not.
And pasta is sticky.
It's soft.
It's sticky.
It says it on the post-op surgery notes.
I'm just saying.
Your P didn't stand for Penelope right now. That's something that stands for pussy because that's what you're acting like.
I'm looking out for your wife.
I am too. I've texted her throughout the show. That P does not stand for Penelope.
It does. Penelope.
Penelope. Jesus Christ.
You disrespect his daughter that way. Not Penelope, it is Penelope.
Right. Jesus Christ. Oh my
I'll get in a
God.
fight with somebody. What's Penelope? What'd you say?
What'd you just say?
What'd you say to me?
Talk about my mama. God.
Roy likes dark meat. What's funny is we both like dark meat, and we both married probably the palest women we could find.
Hey, the sad thing about it is I think it's like a cultural thing because you and I are both like part coon ass.
Yeah.
So I think that's
And
where
we
the
don't really burn. Like, we were
No.
outside all weekend.
Yeah, no, I'm
Me and you just kind of
straight.
got dark.
Yes.
You put our wives and probably our kids outside.
My kids have my skin
Lobster.
complexion, thank God.
Not-
Both my
not
kids
mine.
are tan.
Both of them red.
Both my kids are quarter coon ass.
Red. Just lobsters.
Straight up quarter coon ass. Of course, I got told in a job interview one time I was coon ass adjacent.
Coon ass adjacent.
Bang interview. That's
How,
what they
how
told
did you
me.
get coon ass adjacent?
Because my new boss lives in Baton Rouge,
Oh, well, he's full. Yeah, he's full blood.
but he doesn't talk it.
No, he
No,
sounds like.
he sounds like a California guy. It's weird.
What?
Yes, it's weird.
What?
It's weird.
No way.
It's very weird.
I don't think I would trust
Oh,
a coon ass that sounds like he's from California.
it's better than a. I don't know. I'm not going there with that one.
Yeah. Or as the girls like to say, because you fake bake. She puts herself in the oven and says, "Make me tan."
Oh, it's like oven. Like, damn, I've seen
Pan in
y'all's.
bed.
I've seen y'all's oven. I was like, no.
But her argument against it is it's got the same rays as a sun.
Said nobody ever.
What's funny is before I left the house, she said, "Yeah, it's got the SUV rays." It's
UV rays, first of all.
It's not your Explorer.
Yeah.
UV rays.
Yeah, UV, not SUV. It's not an Explorer or 4Runner.
Yeah, you can't fold down the seats of the sun.
No,
I just don't think there's any replacement for the real deal.
no, I agree with you. I've never.
But I walk outside, I get brown. She walks outside, she gets red.
Yes. Redneck.
Well, I mean, literally.
Yes. I get it. I get it. Do I have one of those things?
Do you have one of those things?
I always have one of those things. I think you'll like this one too, by the way.
I mean, I didn't burn
Hey,
it all
Kim's
out.
on. Look at that.
Hey,
Fantastic.
glad to have you back, Kim.
Have you tried any new whiskeys
Yeah,
lately?
we got a few minutes.
Yeah,
I'm
we've got
not
a
in
few
any hurry.
minutes.
I don't have to work tomorrow.
I don't either. I don't work weekends.
By
the way, still not working weekends.
Kim, I'm glad you joined.
For sure.
Granted, it's the end of the episode. But have you tried any new whiskeys since we last talked?
Yes.
The world must know.
The world's got to know. The world very much has to know. I'm curious. Oh, wait, comment.
Dun,
Comment.
dun, 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 dun. Your wife does.
Wife does what? I didn't burn on our trip.
Come on, bro.
I've been drinking Jameson. Come on, man.
We told you. I gave you suggestions.
I feel we're going to have to put together a sample kit. We're going to have to go through the barrel vault.
Maybe we start with a keeper's heart
Okay.
because it's a blend of
Yes.
Irish and bourbon,
Si, senor.
and then we can kind of move into
Okay.
some American whiskey, some bourbon,
We'll figure out
maybe a
something.
rye.
I'll get with her side piece. I know it. I know him. He's a good guy.
I know the dude.
I know
the
dude.
side piece.
Good dude. I know the dude.
The side piece. That's fucked up, Roy.
Well, shit happens.
Yeah, that's too funny.
Oh, good Lord. They're already talking about presidential nominations already.
Has to work.
Has to work.
Your wife has to work? Oh, my wife has to
Yeah,
work.
your wife has to work. My wife didn't work weekends, bro.
I don't,
I don't remember, Bucky. I don't remember. Not Jameson.
We'll put together a sample pack.
Yes, we'll do a sample pack. We've got some stuff.
We'll do
here
a
at the
tasting
vault.
for
Yes.
you and let you
Yes.
kind of decide what you like
Yes.
to get you off of this
Jameson.
Jameson
Yes.
thing
I feel
that
like-
you're on. I mean, we got to move on from that.
Yeah.
Come on. Develop the palate.
Yes.
But
Yes.
thank you for chiming in. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh,
Kim.
sure.
We always
100%.
appreciate it. And glad you're starting to tune in now. I think it's going to be a blast.
I like it.
Um,
We need more women in the
we
functional
love
gentleman.
we love your side piece, so we know we're going to love you.
Yes. We love your side.
I don't know if he's your side piece or our side piece, but one way or the other.
I feel I have claim in the realm of the fact that I've known him longer than she has.
he's somebody's side piece. But always, hey,
There's
side,
a side
piece.
piece.
Glad you joined in, buddy.
He's in the comments.
What, are you enjoying anything this evening, sir?
H is in the building.
Funny.
Very funny.
Oh shit.
Funny guy.
I don't know if we need to keep talking because we got
Hey.
people joining in, or
The Rangers won, by the way, 2-0.
Of course they friggin'.
Oh, not just that. So I'm
Are the
curious.
Astros up?
Ooh, no, but I have a question for you, being as we got people
Are you
joining.
saying no, they're not up?
No, I don't know. I hadn't looked at their score. But I do have a question
Oh,
for
yeah.
you. Where's D-Hop going?
Back to the Texans.
You think? There was somebody, one of the talking heads, I don't remember which network he was part of. Somebody made the very convincing argument that he would look really good in black and gold.
No, he won't play with Derek Carr.
You don't think? Why?
I think Devontae Adams' experiment was too much of a disaster. I don't think he would put his trust in Derek Carr.
But he doesn't have to go be the guy, though, and that's what D-Hop
He wants to be the guy.
He wants to be the guy?
He's the guy. He's got that personality. He wants to be the guy.
I don't know. I feel honestly, I feel
And who's the guy?
What?
Say Michael Thomas.
No.
Say Michael
I don't think
Thomas.
it's Michael Thomas. Right now, both the guys are running backs, obviously.
Who?
Well, you got
Overrated Kamara?
Well, you got Jamal Williams and Kamara.
Overrated Kamara.
Overrated my ass.
Who's
Are you
never gotten
serious?
better than what he was his basically
you
rookie
kidding me right
sophomore
now?
year.
Kamara is better than any running back your Texans have ever had.
Nope, that's a lie.
No, it's not. He's way better than Arian Foster. Way
No.
better. Yes.
Arian Foster would blow that dude out the
No,
water.
he wouldn't. There's no way.
Consistently getting better? Yes.
No.
Look
No.
it up. Look
I don't
it
have
up.
to look it up.
Stats and information. Oh.
Oh, he's not here. Yeah.
Oh. I'm just saying.
I'll leave that.
Love you,
See?
buddy. Love you, buddy. Had some Mammoth Northern Rye tonight. Ooh, Mammoth, I've heard it's really good. Pretty decent. I'm not traditionally a rye guy. Interested to see what Borrowed Page Volume 2 tastes like.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin, speaking of Borrowed Page Volume 2,
Yeah.
guess who has a bottle coming? This guy.
Oh, look at you.
It's a big deal because that one dude, Ryan, was part of the blending panel.
Oh.
And I've got a bottle coming.
How do we get to be
I don't know yet.
on blending panels?
We're trying to figure that one
Yeah, we're trying to figure that one out.
out. Ronnie agrees, Texans.
Okay.
See? Olave is the dude now.
I didn't say Olave wasn't the dude. I know it's not Mike Thomas. I know that for a fact.
I'm just saying
Kamara's
overrated.
I just think what's going to happen is they're going to let Mike Thomas walk this year after that 1-year deal that they gave him. Don't be surprised if they make a run for Devontae Adams.
Do you think Devontae wants to leave?
Devontae left Green Bay to go be with Derek Carr, for God's sakes.
But it wasn't that great.
It does. Look at the offense. You're trying to compare New Orleans' offense to the Raiders?
Argue with Ron.
The Raiders don't even know if they want Tom. The Raiders don't even have a quarterback right now because Garoppolo
This is
failed
why
his.
Shannon's leaving.
Devontae failed his damn. Or not Devontae. Jimmy Garoppolo failed his damn physical. So the Raiders don't even have a freaking quarterback right now. Number one. Number two, Devontae Adams left Aaron Rodgers, who is weirder than the church house rat, but at the same time is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He left Rodgers to go play with Carr in Las Vegas. And right now there's talks about Brady possibly being a owner player in Vegas. Vegas is all screwed up. I love that. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm so confused.
I'm just saying.
The Raiders don't even have a quarterback. I don't know if you heard.
Tom Brady.
Shut the. Brady said that he's not coming
he
back.
He will suspend his ownership percentage for 1 year, come back,
Oh, God.
play 1 year for the Raiders.
I feel Tampa Bay has something to say about that.
No, there's nothing to say.
Isn't he still under? Wouldn't he
I don't think
technically
so.
be still under contract?
I think his contract was over.
I don't think it was.
So he comes out of retirement, forfeits his ownership percentage for 1 year,
So basically, he pulls a Brett
plays. I think they suck ass. They draft Caleb Williams
Favre. Okay.
and move on.
That's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, I get your logic. It's not out
I'm
of the
glad
realm.
we can agree.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, Brady said he's not coming out of retirement already. He's already said that.
I'm just
multiple
saying.
times.
I'm just saying.
Yes, you have a great weekend.
JB,
too,
have a great weekend.
We'll talk
I'm
next
sure we'll
week at
talk.
some point. Yeah, because my next week is going to be a little weird, but I'll have free time. Just
I don't
saying.
know.
I'll have
It'd
free
be
time.
funny to see.
I don't think it would though. I mean, yeah, you're getting if Brady does it, if he
But
comes
here's
out of
the deal.
retirement, you're getting a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt.
The only thing that matters at the end of the day is whether or not Jimmy G can pass his physical.
As of right now, no.
You don't think so?
They already said he hasn't. He failed his physical in March.
Oh, okay.
I already said it.
Well, he has until what?
He has until the season start, until
I almost
basically
said
until
spring
training camp.
but training camp. Thank you.
He has until training camp. If he cannot pass
They're
his
out.
physical, they're done at no
So
cost
what
to
do
the
they
Raiders.
do? Go Aiden O'Connell, who they drafted?
You would almost have to at that point.
Because they signed Brian Hoyer.
Yes, I think they signed
Who's,
Brian Hoyer.
In terms of NFL quarterbacks, he's a bag of dog shit lit on fire on somebody's
He's a
front
Josh
porch.
McDaniels reject.
But he knows Josh McDaniels' offense.
He does.
Ooh. Do you roll Brian Hoyer and hope you suck that bad that you can go Caleb Williams?
Okay. Counter question. Do you do that, or do you try to trade for Mac Jones?
I mean, there has been rumors. No.
You don't think you trade for Mac?
No.
You don't trade for mac and cheese?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
No. I just don't see that.
It's very interesting. But like I said, don't be surprised if next year like a year from now, we're having a discussion about how Devontae Adams is literally in black and gold with Chris Olave and Rashid Sneed and all that bunch. Don't be surprised. I'm just saying. Because, I mean, dude literally left Green Bay in a first ballot Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers.
There you go.
Had to think. Sorry.
You were in the darkness.
Yeah, I was in my dark retreat. Literally left there to go play with Derek Carr. Like, made it obvious.
Does he end up a Jet?
Devontae Adams?
Would he go back to A-Rod?
I don't think he would.
Obviously not this year because everybody's settled.
Yeah.
Next year. Let's say A-Rod decides to come back for year 2 with the Jets.
If he doesn't go to New Orleans, that's the next
Could
option
Devontae end up a Jet?
I think it's possible. Do I think it's likely? No. I think he literally wants to go in because, I mean, hell, the Saints brought in John Gruden, for God's sakes, for a week or 2 weeks or however long it was. I think that between Chucky's knowledge of Derek Carr and what the Saints do offensively already, Devontae Adams would be stupid not to try and come do a thing with Derek Carr again in a system that's going to work. McDaniels' system to me is garbage.
Then
it's a garbage system.
As a head coach, maybe. Not as an offensive coordinator. It is proven.
He wasn't the offensive coordinator in Las Vegas, though. He was the head coach.
That's what I'm saying. In New England, he was the offensive coordinator.
My thing. Are you going to demote Josh McDaniel and make him the offensive coordinator in Vegas and bring in a head coach?
Fire Josh McDaniels the same way he got fired in Denver.
So the whole thing,
because that's a failed experiment.
Yeah, the whole thing's garbage then at that point.
But if I am a team in a year or 2 or whatever it is when Josh McDaniels gets fired, do I look at that guy and say, do I want him as my offensive coordinator?
I think the answer is no.
I think the answer is fuck yeah.
I don't think it is.
Look what he did with New England.
It was fucking New England, for God's sake.
He was super successful, and his offense is badass in New England.
And who did he have?
Tom Brady.
Exactly. You mean to tell me right now?
Okay, but is he the reason, and is Belichick the reason Tom Brady turned into the guy that he is? Nobody wanted Brady.
No, Brady was a 6th-round pick.
Something happened. Even Michigan didn't want Brady.
No, they didn't.
They benched him multiple times.
Yes, they did.
Something happened between Michigan and New England within a few years that turned Tom Brady into who he is. Is it the coaching?
I don't think so.
That forced him to become what he is?
I think I think this is very underrated, and I'm going to get laughed at by you because I feel it already hitting me in the face when I say this. I think it is a combination of the fact that he had Belichick, and he learned a little bit of shit from Drew Bledsoe. Just a little bit. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Drew Bledsoe is not a completely horrible NFL quarterback.
No.
I mean, he's not.
Even towards the end of his
Ryan
career.
Leaf or, whoever, Jamarcus Russell. Let's be honest. He's not those guys.
No, Bledsoe had a really, really good career.
And Bledsoe's a smart dude.
And he was still good
yes.
at the end of his career.
Yes.
Did what happened to him suck and the way all of that went down suck? Yes. But where did the Tom Brady that we know and love and consider the GOAT come from? Because it wasn't at Michigan.
I don't think it was Josh McDaniels.
It was never at Michigan.
McDaniels didn't get Brady until the end of the quote-unquote the back end of his career. When they were winning all the Super Bowls, McDaniel wasn't around. So that points back to
the question
Belichick.
Is it Belichick? Or was there truly a dog sleeping inside of Brady that just woke the fuck up?
I mean, that could be too. I could see that. Guy's been told he's garbage his whole life, and all of a sudden, it's like Shannon Sharp. You get told your shit for 7 years, and then all of a sudden you do something about it. I mean, yeah.
There's a million different directions you could go with that. To be honest, Adams and Hopkins really have 1 year left before they fall off a cliff in age and ability.
No, I don't want an overpaid 32-year-old Adams. But if Adams was like, "Hey, I'll restructure my deal and go to another team at 32," I'd take that, Devontae Adams.
See, Ronnie's on the same page as me. He's a Hall of Fame offensive coordinator.
Ronnie's a moron.
No,
He's a moron.
Put that guy as an offensive coordinator, and I truly believe he continues to succeed.
I'm telling you right now.
I think he's trash, and I think he leans too much.
June 2nd, 2023, I want you to write this down on your phone. If McDaniels gets fired from the Raiders, he goes down to college. He doesn't get another pro job.
He's the next Alabama offensive coordinator.
He's the assistant to Nick Saban. That's what he is.
He's the special assistant.
Either that or he's going to work for Steve Sarkisian. One of the two. Who knows?
Everybody ends up as the special assistant to Nick
somebody,
Saban.
Yes. Well, hell, Sarkisian's putting in because he got one of the, what's the dude from Wisconsin? Paul Chris.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's on Texas' staff now.
That's just what Texas fucking needs.
Well, I mean, we got it.
Let's take a loser.
And we got the money.
Oh, man. This has been
fun. Yeah, this has been fun. I'm not going to lie. This has been a good one. He's the next bit.
Really,
oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good synopsis with that. McDaniels is the next Bill O'Brien. He's going to go to some.
But Billy O'Brien's back in New England, where it all started. Ish, kind of.
Ish.
I mean, let's face it, New England needs an offensive coordinator. They tried that little project that they had last year.
Yes.
And that was a complete and utter failure.
Yes.
Now there's been rumors all offseason about Belichick wanting to trade Mac Jones. He hasn't had the confidence and stood behind him that he did last year.
Right.
I don't know. There's a lot of storylines that are going to be amazing.
He can come get Jameis Winston.
Nope.
Nope. Done. Yeah,
Stupid.
exactly. Done.
Stupid.
God.
Nope. I think there's going to be a lot of good storylines in the NFL this year, leading in, and especially leading into next year.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens in a lot of different places.
I agree. I really do. I'm anxious to see what the car, being a Saints fan, I'm anxious to see what the car experiment's going to look like.
Yeah.
I feel it can't be worse than Andy Dalton.
Carr's technically, I think it was in total 2 years, but like
I think it
total
was,
4 years.
I think it was like a 3 year with a 4th year option, but
I think they can get out 2
years.
years.
Yeah.
I think is what they technically had to.
And I mean, we didn't pay him a ton of money neither.
But Derek Carr's a good quarterback.
Don't
get me wrong. I'm not hating on Derek Carr.
No,
I don't want anybody to think that.
No, I feel that he in McDaniels' or whoever the OC was over there in Vegas.
And that's what's weird to me is they have too many weapons in Vegas for that to not have been just.
Yeah, because they're talking about how
amazing.
What's that Zaire, whatever his name is, their other running back, dude cut weight and apparently is faster.
But. I mean, Josh Jacobs was the best running back in the league last year.
Statistically,
you signed Devontae Adams.
Yes.
You have Hunter Renfrow, who's one of the best third down wide receivers in the game.
Right.
You had Darren Waller, who's a beast at tight end.
Yeah, but now you let Waller walk, but you bring in Mikey Mayer.
Right.
Or Michael Mayer.
So, I mean, they have weapons.
Michael Myers, whoever the hell.
They had weapons last year. They should have been a prolific offense. They should have looked
about how
way
Michael
more
Myers
amazing.
was a tight end in the NFL? He'd be badass.
What?
I don't know. The Mikey Mayer thing kind of made me think of Michael Myers.
He would just walk and all of a sudden be open.
Yep. Are you going to guard him?
No.
Exactly.
Well, that's dumb. I mean, you can't. Is he carrying a knife around with him? Or?
I mean, he's just got to wear the jumpsuit at this point in his life. I mean, he doesn't have to carry a knife. He can snap a man's neck with his bare hands.
Where is San Marcos in relation?
San Marcos is close to Austin. It's roughly about a 4 hour drive. It's 4 hours.
Give or take 4 hours.
Yeah, give or take 4 hours.
There's the highlights of the Texas game.
Well, Louisiana lost, so that's all that matters.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
I was really excited because we legitimately had a chance to finally meet in a national championship.
I know.
And that's clearly not going to happen
But
now.
I saw a list, too. There's only, and I wish I had that list. I started to take a screenshot of it. There's a list floating around on Facebook that has teams that made a bowl game, the NCAA tournament, and the NCAA
March Madness?
Yes, March Madness and the baseball all in the same year. It might have been 12 teams total.
Really?
Texas was one of the 12.
What? Wait, what? Back up.
A bowl game?
Oh, a bowl game.
A bowl game. Not one of the big bowl games.
A bowl
game. March Madness and the NCAA baseball tournament.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
And not only that, we just recently won a national title, too.
In what?
Swimming and
Chess?
diving, baby.
Chess?
We're diving. We're DU right now, and that stands for diving.
Great. Yeah, Oklahoma women's gymnastic team is a fucking dog, too.
They are a dog. I'm not going to lie. They are a dog.
Our chess team is awesome.
But, I mean, if you look at the field, though, the way that the regionals break up, there could be a lot of teams from the Big 12 that are going to be.
Speaking of Texas and Oklahoma.
Yes.
Did you see where the SEC agreed that there will be no conferences?
Yes.
Or no divisions,
No
whatever.
divisions.
Yeah, it's going to be like an 8-game conference schedule. No divisions.
Now, all of a sudden, I see where A&M's throwing his dick around saying, oh, we're ready for Texas. No, the fuck you're not. Jimbo Fisher's a dumpster fire. You're not ready for that.
Has he hired an offensive coordinator?
He needs to fire himself. That's what he needs to do.
I don't think he's going to do
Jimbo.
that. Hey, the Astros.
He'd take that thumb and shove it up his ass. Yeah, gig that.
Oh, man.
Jimbo Fisher. What a joke.
What a joke.
Texas A&M, another joke. I wish they'd have stayed divisions because I'd love to hear all them Aggies when they got their ass handed to them by Oklahoma and Texas. The two teams that they wanted to get away from when they joined the SEC to begin with.
But let's break that down. So if you go no divisions, 8-game conference schedule.
Yeah.
How are those games decided? Now I know they said there will be like one permanent rival.
Yes.
That you will always play.
Yes.
Do you put all the names in a hat and you just draw 8 names for each team?
To me,
and roll with it?
I don't think it's a smart move. And
I don't either. I liked the divisions that we talked about.
I did too, especially the ones that I saw on Facebook.
The ones we talked about a couple weeks ago.
The ones we talked about were legit.
Like, that should be
because
what
it gave
you
you a
with.
lot of the old school rivalries that you had. You had Texas, Oklahoma. You had Texas A&M. You had Texas LSU. You had Texas Arkansas, which a lot of people don't know in the Southwest Conference days. Yes, I'm dating myself just a little bit.
Yeah.
Texas and Arkansas was a big rivalry.
No, for sure. I don't understand the logic behind a because Big 12 is currently doing it.
Yes.
Which they had to whenever they lost a couple teams.
Yes.
They do the whole round robin, everybody plays everybody.
Yeah, they play everybody, yeah.
2 best teams play in the conference championship. As the SEC, how do you not want conferences, rivals, 2 best teams from each division meet in the championship? Like, there's a lot of marketing there.
So here's another question. Do you see college football expanding their schedule?
Ooh, I don't know. Well, I mean, they're going to have to.
Because, I mean, think about it.
Because of the expanded college football playoff.
Because normally they play, 10? They play 2 non-conference and 8 conference games?
No, it's more than that.
They only play like a 10 or 11 game regular season right now.